Are we done right though? A desktop audio is not working. I'll probably unmute it.
Coming up for Gen G, because somehow, at least in the last map where things got a little bit tight, these were the rounds that ended up getting away from them. He predicts where the TP's going as well.
Well, they had to do it themselves enough in that first half, so
Yeah.
I think they're familiar with the flow
Where
of
would
that.
you go, Karen? Oh, yeah, cool.
I'll go hold it. Gen G, advantage in a round like this. Smoke's up as well, trying to steal back that weapon. It's not for free, though. If anything, that smoke gives them the advantage on the side of Heretics in holding it down, but it does mean Boo stays close. Look down at Karen. No paranoia anymore. Won't be able to fight for that all too convincingly.
I wonder if Heretics used a lockdown here. You got a couple of other ultimates that are getting very close. Just to try and make sure that you have the sight without too many risks. They've done a lot of damage to Meteor, but obviously that damage is unconfirmed. And I think now, yeah, especially after spotting the rifle on Texture, force him out of position. Meteor's going to try and play the time. Sit in this corner until the very last second, until he has time to strike. He was low, probably would have gone down anyway. But that's going to even things back up, and well, Texture had to wait.
30 seconds left.
Nade is decent. Texture was going down one way or another. Nice shot by Munchkin. Another low HP challenger steps up in the full health. Now down to a sliver, even without the Nightfall. A chance for Gen G until that Viper's Pit goes up. Now this is going to be very tough, but Rian's for now just on 1 HP. The swing around from Lakia, trying to catch this player. The spray is good. Karen finds him. And now both players back on main, facing off against rifles. Karen getting most of his health back, and then in goes the C's. Make sure that he's not quite so healthy. The spams have to come through. Lakia suspects that one player will push up close, but it's only to land the nano. And it is activated in time. The defuse denied a little bit longer. Now they have to force the issue and take the fight. They know exactly where Boo is. He has to hold on for survival, and a wall bang headshot. That's what pulls it across the line. Heretics were under pressure, but the reaction is perfect for the Red Bull clutch from Boo.
Another high impact kill from him, just waiting until the depths. His C slowed them down as well, and I was incredibly worried, especially with the pit from Rians. You're that low on HP, like to be able to maneuver around on that site, it was just such a risk to try and get that into play, to use it in a round like this, but it allowed the teammates to fall back, and while Boo, a maestro of his positioning, a perfectly placed haunt just to give him that kill, and while he only really got one shot to hit that, and he finds it.
It's how annoying Boo was in the early round as well. That rifle that was dropped was defended tooth and nail. This time Gen G are getting very aggressive very early on. Team Heretics even using a shrouded step to get out of there. Woot was feeling the heat. His full control over Mound was taken by that defensive side. Now they start the rotation. The one-ways will be continuously put up by Karen to keep that position, while the rest of the squad looks to reinforce the A site. You can see that Texture's almost in position. Heretics may just play into their waiting arms.
Okay, Benji. Expects Lakia to be holding the angle. Of course, he did push it just moments ago. Operator going to be juggled away so that you can have that entry taken, and the utility to force back the players is as good as it gets. Not going to be able to fight this one, but either way, probably going to wait to try and work this as a retake. Meteor is also just 1 kill away from a lockdown, so anything he can find just by spams or pre-fires could give them a way in.
Smoke off. Rians is going to have to play through that, but, well, there might not be much left for him to do. It's being cleaned up on the site, and nice and easy. At least that's how they make it look. 10-8. The gap down to 2 already. A better second half than what we saw from the last time these two teams faced. The attack side of Heretics seems to have some legs to it now.
Yeah, no, they're looking good. Like, their initial execution, they knew that Lakia had pushed already because he went and destroyed the turret, so they were very methodical with that initial fight, and then just the utility they had in from afar with the paranoia C's, making sure that nobody could peek in from that heaven angle and cause them any issues. Then it's just those post plants, and that's where you do have high expectations, especially when you have the man advantage. You have everybody on the team at least performing to a decent level. And because of that, Gen G are going to take themselves a pause. Now, expectation will be that it's not going to be this round that will end up being the one that this pause is for, as they're only going to have pistols. Their economy definitely in a worse position. But they do have so much in terms of their ultimates. So having the Viper's Pit available, lockdown if they need it, and 1 away from a showstopper. There's still potential in a lot of these rounds, and as we've mentioned already, Gen.G have been able to do so much with so little. The Heretics do need to make sure that they're very careful in these sort of rounds.
Well, I look towards someone like Meteor, Tom. It's been a couple of rounds since he's popped off. We've seen him slow down, and one of the main things, it's not the fact that he's not getting. See, it's starting to affect him. He's starting to get in his head a little bit, perhaps, and you want to see him light back up that scoreboard. This might back up that scoreboard. This might not be the side of Gen.G. Pistols and a Stinger, all that they're working with. After that pause, we'll see what their ideas are. Pushing up on Mound hasn't been easy. Taking the control has, but going any further, Boo seems to be there until the last couple seconds.
Yeah, last minute purchase. I think maybe an attempt. I was going to say it's some wallbangs, but it doesn't seem like it. As Munchkin's firing elsewhere, it's going to leave him with problems on the economy again. Okay. It happens again. Wu caught trying to teleport back. A similar scenario to what we've seen before. The spams are going to do so much, but the headshot back through the wall. It just seems like the second these rounds get into weak economy, Gen.G just find miracles.
They have a two-man advantage. And both players, one behind a Viper wall, the other behind a real wall. Nice shot by Mini Boo. And the dodge of the rocket as well. The life traded out for a bit of damage with him on 50 HP, but he has a showstopper of his own. Gen.G still have one towards this C site. Meteor now knows there's contact close. The shot not going to land. Just with the Sheriff. Has to be precise on these peaks, and it's Rian's to shut him down. C site control now there for Heretics.
Yeah, it's patience that ends up getting that kill. An advantage given up, but with the weaponry in play, you can understand the risks. It's whether or not there's anything more to find. Lackey has been able to retrieve an Odin, but with low HP, it's not really the weapon of choice. And in fact, Showstopper going to be utilized, but it's more just to try and hold them back. The Snakebite has delayed at least a little bit more, and it gives more time for this Odin to wrap around. It's complete oversight from Mini Boo, not paying attention, not ready for the players behind. Luckily, Benji has found another. Still decent weaponry now in play. With only pistols starting off this round, there's real potential for them to turn this back. Munchkin, his gun was never spotted, but he can't quite land the final shot. Benji will be the last line of defense.
I'm so happy right now.
He will keep them now just one away.
Oh, a big round from Benji indeed. That triple kill. Denying the retake coming in from defender spawn, denying what was beautiful timing by Munchkin as well. He really waited in that corner right until the second that they turned away. They were watching it the whole time. He steps out, he dies. Instead, grabs himself a kill, but it's not quite enough. And the Odin flank from Lakia, not bad. I would take my hat off to it. But the lead still sits with Gen.G. One round ahead as Team Heretics look again towards Mound for the early control, and that smoke seems to be getting them everything they could possibly want.
Oh my god.
This is where the majority of ults sit with Gen.G. Even though Heretics are bringing this close, they might be able to use that just to springboard themselves back into the game. We saw them close out the previous map in close fashion. I know that they can seemingly turn it back on whenever they need it. For now, Heretics going to play things incredibly slow. They've got the Nightfall, so they can go for these sort of late round hits if need be.
Well, it looks like they're going to compete for rubble. Karen's going to have his work cut out for him. Has a shrouded step and an ult to get out of here if needed.
Bro?
Up goes the wall to start. No one following up on the back of it. Here. Viper's Pit used towards the C site. They are. Defend it. Good spam. It's doing some damage as Karen's at least able to find himself a way out with the shrouded step, but there's no pressure from Heretics. They're moving in the other direction. They're moving into the pit. This is a big risk.
They use the Nightfall as well. They also don't have Prowlers, so this really is a gamble to try and force this man out. Lockdown's been put into play as well. They know that they're going to have to go in this direction now. The ultimate usage is absolutely perfect, and then they even have themselves the Snakebite to slow them even further. This couldn't have been played any better by Gen.G if they tried. And now with 10 seconds left, Mini Boo is going to have to fight tooth and nail. Needs to get this plant, tries to bait in his opponent, wins the fight, but I don't think he's got it. I don't think that's going to be close enough. It's going to run out at the last second.
Bro!
Nice
Oh my god, bro!
Duelist,
Just
but that
for a
round
second, bro.
was played amazingly by Gen.G.
Oh my god,
it absolutely was.
Oh
there is a
bro.
split second where you see Munchkin thinking about going back into the pit, and that's when Meteor comes running in and says, no, I'll take the fight. and they're just being decayed and sprayed.
Yeah.
Easy as can be.
Well, he put a snake bite in there as well, so they were vulnerable. Like every single combination, it was either you try and run back, and you're going to end up going into the lockdown, so you can't go that way. You run forward, you're running into 2 players. Like it is just, they have basically herded them like sheep. They have sent them to their death. They have been culled. It was just wonderful usage of the ultimates, but they did use a lot.
They did. But even in the early round, before that, when the Nightfall goes through, Lakia, 10 seconds before it started to rotate, and I don't know if it was his call or the call from the team, but he ran back up, he kept spamming, he kept harassing them with the damage, the one-way went. I think they were either going to give up control of Rubble or have Karen stand there solo, and then they realized, no, if we can stall them slightly, maybe they go back the other direction. And if not, it was Shrouded step across, play at the broken door, and play the retake. Really beautiful round from Gen G. They've had a number of ones like that where you can just see the calling, the mid-rounding is leagues ahead. 2-round gap now with 2 more for Gen G to lock in playoffs.
It's got to be frustrating as well. Like Miniboo being able to find those 2 kills right towards the end, almost managed to play spoiler for what was a great round. Just, I think, unable to quite plant within the last second. I think even just a tiny bit of hesitation, which
it seemed like
sometimes that's all it takes. It's brutal to talk about, but I think he was genuinely like maybe half a second away from getting that plant down.
It was very close, and it felt, and again, I won't say this with confidence, but it definitely looked to me like he had time to plant after the kill, but it's just the reactions, even finding the button that quickly. It ends up costing in the end. The judge up close. This is a risky play from Munchkin, and one that will not meet a reward this time. Advantage to the attackers.
That's a huge early pick. That's already going to force issues for the rest of the team, because you have your plan with deep B control in mind. It's a risky TP. I guess didn't spot that Rihan's had already crossed.
Oh my God, they got
a few
this
mistakes
round.
now being
They
made.
got this round,
and Heretics
bro.
are going to capitalize on them. What a way to start off
They
this
got
round.
this round.
Easy early picks.
Damn. Let's go.
Meteor rotating in. He's going to be the only player anywhere near. Boombot's not going to give his position away. In fact, he's going to play on the edge. Just going to try and take a huge gamble, and while Boo is waiting, ready for any such play.
This was a massive round for Team Heretics to win as well. If they lose this one, you can see from the credits, you've got a couple of players who were quite low, and then the kills also even boosted them up slightly. Without that, they would be in trouble. Gen G would be 12-9, 3 chances to close it, 2 big buy rounds, and most importantly, in the next one, Heretics wouldn't have enough money to confidently buy on every player. Instead, it's 11, presumably to 10, as Texture's gonna double blast pack, kill a bunch of people, and defuse in the next couple seconds. So, Gen G find themselves in the tough spot. Take a look at their credits. They're not sitting pretty at all. And Team Heretics are getting close to a couple of ultimates. Showstopper now just 1 away after Miniboo's round. This may well tip the scales, if not back in Heretics' favor, to even territory.
It seems like they're definitely getting further and further back into this one, even with a blip here and there. The problem is, just like this in the last map, it looked like they were going to climb all the way, turn this game into a victory, and then just Gen G, it's almost like they realize it gets close, and then they have something to play around. This time, yeah, it's a similar spot. Financially, it's not looking good. Gen G shouldn't be winning this round, but that's where it seems like Heretics make their mistake. That's where it seems like they trip up and give someone on the other side an opportunity. And well, let's be real here. We're looking at that rifle on Texture.
Oh my God, they didn't have a buy, bro. They didn't have a buy. Let's go.
Pressure on other
Just
players.
a single Vandal?
That said,
Oh, this
Pistols
round
have
is
done
going
a lot of
crazy.
damage.
This round is going crazy,
Previous
maybe,
rounds.
bro. I'm
Very
getting a
slow
vibe.
approach from the attacking side towards C and B, but that's just 1 man left behind to cover that ground. Now, all they wanted was Rubble control in the early round, and they found it pretty much uncontested. The rifle on Mound won't get a chance to strike. In fact, looks like it's going to be Karen and Lakia, a Sheriff and a Classic, that have to hold strong.
To hope that this shouldn't be too much of an issue for the side of Heretics.
You should run.
Utility being expended. In fact, they're even going to use the lockdown here, and Woot is just waiting. Ooh, paranoia in hand. That's
Oh,
just straight
bro!
expecting someone to be on that other side.
He
The rest of the
detected,
defense have been
bro!
completely
He
forced off.
detected!
I like the fact that Heretics
Damn.
are playing this one incredibly
What?
safe. Don't want to give their opponents any sneaky corners, any risky spots that could cause them issues. And now in the post plant, this is going to become a lot tougher.
Yeah, looks like most of the bodies are going to go with the rifle. Woot's up top now, ready to fire back. And the spams in return give away the fact that there's a rifle on the other side. They'll give that some respect. Woot might not. Benji Fishy grabbing himself the kill on mid. Now it's just one angle, or was just one, being held down for Texture. Wants to light up a few players. He won't find a damn thing.
Let's go.
In fact, with that kill, Miniboo's got himself a showstopper online for the next. In what is a very important round, someone is going to be pushing up to 12 and have map point under their belt. The ultimates may indicate Team Heretics. We'll see if Miniboo can find the impact.
Well, that's the thing. 6 of the last 7 rounds have gone the way of Heretics now. I think for the most part, after that first half, we have sort of been waiting for the moment that Gen G turn it. Round 20 looked like it might be, but no, it seems like Heretics are locking things down at the moment. We're even going to see the Outlaw brought up as an extra purchase and attempt to do some damage on that attack side. And for the defense, well, we've seen them go aggressive B a couple of times. This time they're going to double up. This is a trap setup in case they go towards Mountain. This is a scary prospect.
This is what Gen G need. Something like this big play. The trap, though, has been escaped.
Oh my
Heretics
God.
just about make it out in time.
Woot's TV
The
behind.
rotation from Woot, yeah, he's behind, but he's expected as well. Karen's watching it. It'll be a stalemate for now, but with the players coming up mound, the crunch is on. And Karen's the one with the pressure. Showstoppers found him, and it's lit him to 4
1
HP.
HP, bro.
The lone defender of the C site.
My bad.
Warp down. They're not going to be decayed walking through. Karen needs to be sublime, and only the one to be found. It's worth it. Trading out his low health. In goes the Nightfall.
Oh, get it
Meteor
up.
and Lakia up close. Ready to swing out, the timing perfect, but then
Oh,
they
let's
look
go,
the
let's
other
go,
way.
guys, let's go,
Rounds the
guys.
corner and takes a kill. Double
Let's
face.
go,
That
guys.
lands a
Let's
Munchkin
go,
1v3
my God,
for
son.
the
I'm
chances
so
to
goddamn.
keep this 12th round out of Heretics' hands, and I'm not even
Oh my
thinking that he's
God,
going
oh
for
my
it at this
God, bro.
stage. He's so far away and all alone against 3. Still
Let's
a Viper's
go, we
Pit for
made it.
Heretics, though, and
We
that's a
made it,
scary
bro. We
prospect
made it, man.
for a 12-11 scoreline.
Oh my God.
This is now where you have
my
to think,
God, we made
okay,
it, bro.
The Heretics, they're great in OTs. They're looking to try and close out the map in the similar fashion to the last with a comeback. And I think many looked at this map as a pretty much a death sentence for them. But even still, they have shown impressive stones just to almost like keep themselves from getting mentally boomed, even with rounds that slip away. With what, 4 seconds or just about to plant that not goes their way, but this time, even with some aggressive plays, even with some confident moves coming out from Gen G, with a decent trap setup, they're able to escape it and immediately react. And I love the TP coming out of Woot. You can see it immediately put the opposition in doubt of where he could have gone, where he was positioned, and that just made that round so much more difficult.
Yeah, otherwise the 3 players on B probably go sprinting through the spawn, and they'll
Oh
be there
my God,
to
let's
support Karen,
fucking
or at least to
go.
trade him out
That's
afterwards.
what he
Instead,
said,
they have to
bro.
be so
That's
cautious
what he
about
said.
just how deep
Mark
he
my
can be.
words.
12
That what he said. Oh my God, this is so insane, bro. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Damn, this is so crazy that they have been the comeback. They have come back, bro. They have come back. They are actually having the warm up. Completely. Let's go, let's go, let's go, bro. Who do I support? Bro, at TH, no doubt, bro. What the hell do you mean by who do you support, bro? Damn, you are so crazy, though. Oh my God, let's go. We have been started
Off of it, when it was
Let's
put
go.
into play, and you can see the credits are just ludicrous. Look, there are 3 operators currently waiting. They're spending all of their extra credits just to try and catch an early pick.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is the first
nasty
time in
idea.
Valorant. I just saw
season 8,
him.
but that gets Karen into position. The spams do go the way of Gen G here. Lose tracers being followed up on. And for Heretics, an immediate stoppage
Oh
to
my
the
god,
play.
come on guys,
One of
just
those
make
ops has
this up
already been
guys, just
traded out.
make
And I
this
think
up.
soon we'll see the same thing happen. But the idea here again is they're making noise on A, they're spamming away, and hopefully on B or C, someone gets curious. But as we can see, that ain't happening. Gen G have lost a lot of HP on Lackey though, thanks to the Ode.
Yeah, both Fade players getting tagged. And
Oh,
there
like
is the
you
kill.
happened
That's the
to get
exact kill they
it.
were looking for.
Oh
They're
my
gonna have a
god,
decent
let's
idea
go.
as well that Karen is going to be playing this aggressive ground. Snakebite. Not going to be forcing him off this angle. The Paranoia, however, will. They're already looking to try and just execute
let's
on to him.
go.
He'll survive longer
Let's
than
go.
maybe
Oh,
expected.
we
But
made
even
it.
still,
We
the
made
kills
it.
have gone the way
Let's
of
go.
Heretics.
Let's go. We
Two
made it, bro. We
stand
made
in their
it.
way from an
Let's
impressive
go. My
comeback
god, bro.
on a map that was heavily favored to the reigning Masters champions. Looking to try and take this to a third, but there's still a couple to deal with.
Meteor's had a lot of big rounds, and Munchkin, when he needs to, he can step up to the plate, and he certainly does need to this time. Two players just around the corner, and he misses them by a hair. Wrapping back around, they're ready and swinging straight into him. Meteor has the info on the first and knows where the other two are. The swing is good. He spotted them and heard the shrouded step, heard the second two. They've split the angle, perhaps offered Meteor a chance to isolate the fight, and he connects the shot. Lockdown now in play, and it's Benji Fishy needing the clutch to keep the dream alive. And Heretics, they've got themselves a third map here. An impressive comeback into Lotus. They've taken Gen G down, something they couldn't do.
Oh my god, let's go, let's go, let's go, guys, let's go, let's go. Damn. Let's go, yeah, let's go, bitch. Let's go. Oh my damn, son. I was really unexpected there. I was really unexpected. Oh my god, son. This is so crazy, bro. You played so confidently. Let's fucking go, guys. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. I just saw it. I just have been this side, bro. Oh my damn. Oh my damn, son. This is crazy, though. This is actually crazy. We will go for another round. And let's see who got this map, bro. Probably. I'm just waiting for, like, whatever the hero picked up, agent they pick, I'm just waiting for though. A Fnatic was DRX. Fnatic, no doubt. And no doubt, Fnatic. Let's go. Let's freaking go. No doubt. Oh my damn, son. Yeah, that was actually a crazy bit though. None of you believe it. Yeah. Say them a bit for us. Oh my god, that was crazy though. That was actually a crazy thing. Oh my god. Let's freaking go, guys. This is insane. What? He lost? Oh my god, 6-13. I won 13. What the hell? Bro, what the hell? I won 13? I won 13? Oh my god, who played very like... Oh my god. Oh my god, son. Look at this duelist, bro. Look at this fucking Neon, bro. He got a 2 kill? Oh my god, son. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was insane though.
Ultimate いけるぞ。ここだ。
I would really like to work about this crosshair. Like, no joke, maybe. A 6. Maybe a 4 is better, but put the inner line 3. One maybe is one is good though. One is actually fine. Like this is actually fine for me. Let's check this out.
Ultimate 準備完了。残量わずか。アルティメット準備完了。くらえ。気をつけな。気をつけな。くらえ。気をつけな。気をつけな。くらえ。 をつけな気をつけなくらえくらえ気をつけなくらえくらえ気をつけなくらえ気をつけなくらえ気をつけな行くよ近道ださあ行こう残量注意アルティメット準備完了さあ行こう残量わずかアルティメット準備完了くらえゴーゴーゴービリッといくよビリッといくよビリッといくよ残量注意くらえ気をつけな気をつけなくらえ気をつけなくらえ行くよじゃあ行くよじゃあ行くよゴーゴーゴー行くよさあ行こう残量わずかあゴーゴーゴー行くよゴーゴーゴーじゃあ行くよじゃあ行くよ行くよじゃあ行くよ気をつけなゴーゴーゴー近道ださあ行こう 残量わずか。アルティメット、さあ行こう。遅すぎ。仕留めた。さあ次、遅すぎ。仕留めた。さあ次、遅すぎ。仕留めた。遅すぎ。仕留めた。さあ次。さあ次。遅すぎ。さあ仕留めた。
They're going to go straight through. Lakia almost caught off guard. That door opens just a second too late. Now, oh, in goes the Thrash. Second time. See what ground it can find. Nothing broken. Just in time, and Lakia, well, with that, seems to have secured the round. A firing squad arrives just in time to lock this one down.
Yeah, it does feel almost funny, like watching a map with Lakia, Sky, Bind. Like it just gives you flashbacks to the only map he was allowed to play when back in the day. But there's a reason that they brought him in for that map. There's a reason that he was always so good at it, and it was just that, again, he has a safe pair of hands in moments where players might overextend, go for the glory, try and find yourself a moment. He's not going to do that. He wants to make sure that while there's a gamble stack, while there's players on one site, the other site isn't just going to be given up for free. And especially with the changes that happened to Sky, you need to be so much smarter with the way you use your flashes for information. Already? Jiggle peaks. Again, like in the past, you might have used your flashes early in the round, but that information found in other ways. A judge in play. And of course, the last being a bonus round, there's still plenty of finances to invest back into for Heretics.
Yeah, of course. They're still able to get that buy up. Rifles to the full part. I like the fact that they're spread at the start of this round. Starting to expect that Gen G are going to get aggressive across the map once they feign out that control. Although, one of the main things we'll say about Gen G is just how patient they are. Even in the last round, Karen, I think that's just as aggressive an early stance as you'll see in most rounds, just going in to re-clear an angle. Meteor is stuck up close, and the cam almost serves as a bait in the early round. If someone goes to break it, he's swinging in to take them down, but that's not the case. Heretics eventually will have to take a gamble. 40 seconds left, and it's time to make a call on where we're going. I think the TP to a B split.
They're trying to find the trip. That's the bigger issue. They want to go through, but they can't find it. They can't break it. So it's still there. And it's just being waited for contact. Finally, there is that split you were talking about, but they're heading straight into the judge. Karen up close, waiting. First is easy. And now they have to go. There's only 17 seconds left, and they're all just falling to this judge. He's going to take them all. That's the spike down as well. If they're going to go for this, they need to sprint to try and retrieve it. And with the Molotov down, there just is not enough time. The judge, and it pains me to say it, is going to win the round for the side of Gen G, and even escaping from Karen seems difficult.
Yeah, the only thing that does escape Karen is the ace, as per usual for the side of Gen G. They won't be finding 5, but I think they'll be happy enough with that performance. The weakest weapon bought up, and the one that finds all the results. This is I mean, this is a danger of going blind into a site so late. They pumped the brakes for the entirety of the round, Tom, waiting for aggression, waiting for a mistake to be made, and in the end, that was their mistake, because Gen G are a patient squad and one that's happy to sit back and let you play yourself.
It's like you have a composition that has 3 different players with flashes, and you're walking dry into hookah. Like it just seems like an unnecessary risk already, though. Okay, Woot wanted to try and take a leaf out of Talon's book and just run it straight down for those early fights. And well, hey, it's come out in their favor. Orbital Strike thought about. Benji's also taken a lot of control. Now, this is a much weaker purchase in this round for Heretics. They lost one of the guns early on, but they've come out in a good spot.
Oh, Benji's on the wrap. He's right behind him. Karen
Also, look at Boo.
barely evading that sightline, waiting for a player to come up through mid.
Oh
Instead,
my
it's
God!
Benji weapon on him that
They
gets the
are
kill.
the
Boo,
thrifty cards.
exact same as last map. I
Damn.
said he was just harassing them by constantly waiting on angles they weren't expecting and stopping them from being able to get aggressive. Well, he does the same here, able to support from across the map using his stars, and then able to even grab a kill and light Munchkin down to 60. This one looks to be sealed in for Team Heretics, and the question that remains is whether or not Munchkin can carry this weapon forward.
What a freaking
Got a
mine
little
out.
bit of cash in the bank, but this weapon may help them out.
Yeah, I think that is the difference with that Brimstone. Is okay, you have a decent range, but just the global utility, it means Boo can play anywhere on the map. And you saw the attempted rotation. Like, this was a weaker buy where a lot of players initially rush showers, and you even had a player sneaking his way through mid. The expectation is, okay, if there is a lurk, they're probably a little bit further back, wanting to play that utility. Instead, he had pushed quite far into the position of B short, and when they went through long and cleared everything out, he just had one little rat spot that was enough to catch them off guard. A big round for the side of Heretics, winning with low economy, and it's not going to obliterate everything for Gen G. In fact, they're actually going to go back in with an operator here. I think Texture wants to challenge if they try that again.
Well, it makes sense, yeah. At this
Oh,
point,
he almost didn't get the timing.
at this point for the defensive side, I think that we talk about their aggression and how limited it often is. You're going to have a couple of rounds where they're going to swing out like crazy, but patience definitely the name of the game more often than not for Gen G. Now they can have that middle ground. You're not quite entering, you're not quite pushing up as that duelist. Instead, you're sitting back. There's no op that ends up when the barriers go up. It's all the rifles to work with.
Look at the immediate denial. They even shot the fake out this time because they were so worried about what happened in the previous round. Still, that control is going to be taken, and more importantly, the dimensional drift is going to be online. This is the one major factor with this Yoru that plays such a huge part. It's just the space and angles that you're able to clear. And the question will be, is how did Gen G react to this now?
Well, they need to break the camp. They're hearing it activated here and there inside of A, and well, now it's only the man operating the camera that's left alive. Miniboo pushing up, is ignoring it completely. He sat on the corner waiting for the re-aggression. A smart play, misses the shot to start, but he gets there in the end. And now, well, they know they've got all the space to work with. The plant's underway. The control is most definitely locked in for Heretics. Gen G may just want to save these weapons at this point.
Yeah, I like the fact as well that even in the late round, they're using that thrash just to make sure that this round is converted. Because we've seen it many a time where they walk into the traps that have been placed down by Meteor and end up falling victim. But again, the thing is, Gen G's response when they see that dimensional drift online is not a bad one. They go, okay, you've got that ultimate, you have Thrash. If we sit back and allow you to use an ult that can clear all of us, and then another one that can stick us in spot, we are screwed for the round. So they go, okay, we have to get aggressive, we have to take some control, and Heretics are just waiting. They had the sort of counter thought, the counter process. Now, they're going to try and take some of these weapons away, but I think the likelihood seems fairly slim, unless they're going to go full sprinting into hookah.
Oh
well,
my
actually,
God!
Lackey is actually caught right at the end of the round.
A big blow and an early lead now for Team Heretics. We went 2-2, back and forth. This is their chance to extend it even further with Gen G losing that weapon. They'll have very little to work with in terms of rifles, and it all comes down to that big crunch on short. Just a massive fight, a firefight that goes the other way. Meteor had an opportunity here, but he's not landing it. For that, I think looking at the individuals, Heretics have come in activated. Rien's most certainly has.
Yeah.
And we need to see the same thing from Gen G, albeit not in this round. Again, 2 rifles.
You're saying?
Sure.
You're saying?
Okay, well, I'll take that one right back. There's some weapons to be retrieved. There's a showstopper in play. And Woot's gone before the rocket lands.
Oh, Lakia needs to get out. As said, a lot of the time he's a safe pair of hands. That was a way back into the round if he falls, but instead, that early aggression from Texture, you always know that at any stage this man can be a danger. And the hero rifle he had has done just that. Even the support of Karen from behind. And now they just fall back. Even using the Seekers, it's not the worst ult to expend in a moment like this, just to make sure that you haven't lost too much ground in a certain position, or maybe even wary that they're about to make the hit onto long. Instead, though, Hookah is the play, and with a defensive smoke in position, I don't know if they're going to try and risk it and jump out. It seems like they are going to try and potentially make a move around it, but you can see Lakia is honed in, ready and waiting.
He has trouble though, never mind. Munchkin comes out along at just the right moment. The other players were out retrieving weapons and they've done just that. Everybody now stocked up with free upgrades. What a round from Gen G.
Yeah, the start of it is already just absurd. Dodging the flash and then just, again, this is why you put this man in the bracket of best duelist in the world. He really does just take rounds into his own hands, and after what has been a quiet to start, like they have 1 kill before that point, but at any moment, that can be where Texture takes over. And then again, just falling back into those passive positions off the advantages that have been had. Instead, early information fought for. An immediate use of the ultimate, but Karen's going to ignore it. Just try and deny anybody else from pressuring.
They know exactly where he wants to go. Secondary location chosen. Mini Boo out of the ult and catching Karen on the fallback. Flash around the left side. Meteor's done well to keep this one competitive. His 3rd already under his belt and still challenged the 4th and denied the 5th. It's Woot keeping it alive for Team Heretics. Has to go and retrieve that spike. And then the world is his oyster. Only Munchkin between him and a round victory.
Yeah, the thing is he has a lot of time to play with. A minute on the clock. He's going to use the TP to immediately rotate, but he's definitely worried about the potential of his opponent already being there. Munchkin stood in a spot where it didn't matter where the plant went in. He would have the knowledge. Oh, Woot's actually just going to look to fight him. Get right up in his face. Go for that final shot!
Oh my god!
And it is perfect.
What?
Lands the final bullet around the
so
meteor. Well, he gave everything for, but everything wasn't enough.
Not this time. 4 kills. And well, like we said, Team Heretics came in, warmed up, ready to go. Certainly seems like we had a bit of an activation from Meteor with this. Good positioning around the back. I didn't even see he got the info so quickly on the second player up close. It wasn't quite enough. A big round for Heretics as they defend their lead 5-3. We're going to see a Viper's Pit online for Benji Fishy. Karen, he's toyed with the idea of putting that orbital strike down a number of times, but never quite pulled the trigger.
Oh, the pacing looks a fair bit quicker this time. Hookah control taken immediately. It's a position they have problems with. Lakia's going to remove Boo. Some of that late round utility already gone. Also, a player that has been their lurker. It might even bait the defensive players on the other side of the map. And in fact, they're actually going to try and use the pit to get out. The counter spam. It's perfect. What? Just found 2 through the wall. It's got to be frustrating if you're on the other side. Still Meteor's here. He managed 4 in the last round. This time that would be enough, but he's going to be decayed all the way down, and that will be enough for Benji to clear him.
Could have been either player that he took down. If it was the Viper, perhaps they'd be in with a chance. Instead, well, maybe again, Karen's going to toy with the idea of the orbital strike straight through the smoke and the wall. Benji couldn't find a safe space to hide, and now they really need to be careful. Orbital strike in play. Both players trapped. Gate crash available. Used, but Karen, after the time, grabs the kill onto Woot. But it was traded out just a little bit too early.
What a round, bro!
They both just go for the fight. Like for Woot, it's understandable. He is screwed. Like he used to have to run forward, running back, he's dead. For his teammate, they both go for the fight, and it's just that he lands that bullet quicker than the orbital strike can kill him. That's insane. This whole round was insane. 2 through the wall, then this kill through the wall, which removes the pit. And then literally, that shot is the difference. If he goes down even a split second sooner.
I thought we lost.
I thought we lost.
Can't even believe it themselves. 6-3. A guaranteed equal half for Heretics. And you can understand now while that pause has been taken. There's been some deadly close rounds for Gen G, but Heretics, they've been building. They lost that first map, their own choice. Many, including myself, thought this could be over. They win the second map in incredibly close fashion with a great comeback from an 8-4 deficit.
That was so insane, bro.
Now, well, it seems like all the pieces are aligning at the right time, and you can understand why on the other side of things, coaching staff, some elite level coaching staff, are going to look to try and slow things down.
Well, this is the problem, Tom. You know, again, we've said this a number of times, but the hardest losses are the ones that are that close. And I think what's more devastating about it is you can look at Heretics. They had the same situation in map 1. But for Gen G, it's not just a map. That was the series within their grasp. Just rounds away from taking it, guaranteeing playoffs, not having to go to the lower, getting to go to lunch early. But instead, it's Team Heretics now, double the scoreline of what Gen G have brought to the table, and that has to have some emotional weight. The coaching staff have had their time to discuss, and we're going to see a stalemate in the early round as, again, Team Heretics pump the brakes and wait for Gen G to make a move. That's just not happening.
I think the scary thing as well is who's already in that lower bracket. Sentinels, a Masters winner with the opportunity to watch this game, watch every single round, try and pick it apart. And FPX, who, well, they've already shown Heretics that they can go toe-to-toe and even come out with some wacky compositions that can throw you off completely. They beat them on this map. Here we go, though. Thrash already used the TP even while blinded, double blinded. Doesn't even matter. That's Miniboo gone, and they might have to pump the brakes. No, they're continuing this push right into the hands of Munchkin. He's going to try and retreat, and Lackey has gone down elsewhere. In fact, everybody's falling.
It's a wave of red for the attacking
God!
side. As Fishy grabs the shot to the back of Munchkin's head, and Boo, he's so annoying to play against. They're not even clearing it. No!
You get the knife, bro. What the hell?
Disrespect is surreal. 7 on the board for Heretics, and well, if the last couple rounds didn't tilt you, I think that one might get you.
On this
Is
knife,
that the
bro.
first knife with the champion's blade? I can't. If there is another one, it's escaping me, but
There was just no need, Boo.
there you go.
Oh my God!
He's
this
going to
is the
enjoy that
first
one. And of
time
course,
in history that I
it's
will
got to
be
be
watching,
frustrating.
bro. A knife.
Either
Damn.
way, 7-3.
This is so insane, bro.
Heretics
That was so freaking insane, bro.
Proving
What?
once again why they're always a team to fear.
Oh my God.
Gen G, favored by us, favored by the desk, favored by anybody who has seen them play over the last few months. You'd have to be a little bit mad not to see the level of this team, but right now, well, we haven't seen a lot of them over the last few rounds. Ultimate's still there, but if anything, the Viper's Pit can easily be countered by that dimensional drift. In fact, it's going to be used early. Looking to just try and clear things out.
Well, he's got some space, but he's forced straight into a fight, surrounded and dropped by Karen. Meteor up close, finally manages that opening with Woot down, but Karen and Lucky fall right after. Now the pressure on for Texture, his teammate on the other side of the map, and he will quickly be dealt with.
Oh
Team
my
Heretics,
God, they are so insane.
it was a little bit shaky to start, but they pulled those kills
so
right
insane,
back.
bro.
And now Munchkin has to do this 1v2 all alone.
Yeah, the Pit not going to be useful here unless he wants to try and walk back into the site, but likely won't give him anything. And Benji's already rapping. He's just going for it. He's just going to take the fight alone. You can see the confidence from this Heretic side is off the charts at the moment. And the big round from Benji. I think he was the one that traded back those 2 kills that ultimately looked like it was going to be a problem. Yeah, quick reactions. And now 8-3 in the lead. 6 of the last 7 have gone their way, and well, we are seeing uncharacteristic performances. Texture, I think a couple of his kills came in a singular round. Lakia has gone amiss. They've been able to isolate him. As said, normally a very safe pair of hands when it comes to that B site. They have pressured him.
Whoops. You know,
who needs it anyway?
Yeah, just move it. One of the more surprising things here, Tom, is up against FPX. Obviously, Heretics struggled. They got 4 rounds on their attack. They couldn't string a single round together. And here, up against Gen G, of all teams, they've made that recovery. The work they've done is
more
clear.
impressive, the adaptations. Like, they changed their composition, and I think it was for the exact reason you're talking about. Bring in a multitude of flashes, a multitude of information, force players into awkward battles. The dimensional drift of Miniboo, it can basically floor all of the issues that they were having. And the times they did run into awkward things, you could see they didn't do it again. Now, pressure on, again, Munchkin. He's going to put that snake bite down to try and slow them, but it hasn't slowed them much.
Viper's Pit. Oh, Munchkin corrects in time, but he still falls, as does the Pit, leaving Meteor with sight on Benji. A clean kill, and the advantage now towards the defensive side. Spike recovered, and Team Heretics have to think about taking this somewhere else. And Meteor still floating around, grabbing all these kills. One safe haven for them to plant, or so they thought. The Molly forces him out of the round, that is. It's only Rien's 1 against 4. He has to do it all by himself. The whole squad bearing down upon him. They'll at least have a light at the end of the tunnel on Gen G. Finding a round at the end of the half. 8-4, though, a strong lead for Heretics moving into the next.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was same in the last map, but Heretics have already proven that with either of these teams, there's always going to be potential for the comeback. So giving that little lease of life. We'll see if Gen G can do the same after the break.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh my god, this was so insane, bro. That was actually an insane, man. That was actually an insane, though. What? A knife? A back-to-back getting around and defending maps. They are actually so freaking up right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, no joke. No joke, Sentinels really need to learn from these things. Sentinels really need to learn from these things, bro. I'm for sure. Damn, that was so insane, bro. That was so freaking insane. That was so freaking insane, bro. Damn, not even expect, though, not even joke. TH got this map, bro. TH actually got this map. Now it's totally depend on the defending, bro. How are they defend right now? Oh my damn, they are actually so close to winning this map. They have a Euro to be shifting back to A to B, so there is no doubt, bro. Euro was actually made comeback this map, bro. Damn. Let's go.
Going to be the pinnacle point. He's going to be the man being set up to get those entries, and if you're not careful, you'll get destroyed.
Yeah, if you're not careful, he'll be finding them. Team Heretics, well, they clearly have done some reading into this and assume it's a B hit, but it is most certainly not. Gen G walking straight into the A site, and only one man, the snake in the grass, the man who got a knife kill, but won't quite be able to stab them in the back this time. Texture falls as a result of the damage done, though. And we're back to equal territory.
Hey, don't see Tiger kills too often nowadays, but Even still, that's a big one. Puts things even. There's going to be a flank fight as well. That battle could be what ends up deciding it, although considering the plant, it's going to be difficult for them to get back in. Lakia already eliminating Benji, another one for Munchkin as well, and this is looking clean. Left on to Miniboot, and he's not even going to get one. A good round from Gen G to kick off this second half. But let's be real, Mitch, it was needed.
It really was. Otherwise, home stretch was within sight of Team Heretics. Instead, we're going to be getting back to close territory. At least you'd imagine that. With Gen G forcing their opponents down to an eco in the next. The Tiger kill, yeah, really is a rarity around these parts, especially in a pistol round. That's worked out this time. And Munchkin, well, he got 2 kills there, only 1 counted. The wingman extermination. 3-round gap between the two. And like you said, Tom, Gen G are no slouches. This isn't a team that's going to sit back and look at the scoreline and think, ah, it's over and done with. They've been here before. They've made it work. But a high-stakes game with playoffs on the line, that's going to have them locked in. And right now, locked into the B site. Traps and camera left behind to cover A aggro, as they will take space slowly but surely towards B. Only danger is if they do go to hookah. There's a big trap play with a Yoru already inside the teleporter, has a gate crash to fall back if he needs, and 2 players stacked up close, ready for the duel.
I think looking at this, overall, there's not a lot of expectation, but somehow these pistols once again are doing damage. Meteor, Karen, at least making this one back to an even scenario. None of the weaponry's been retrieved. Miniboot doesn't quite manage to get anything done. Looks like they've rectified what was a dangerous start. Blue's still standing. And he's going to find the timing. The pistol shot's just not connecting, and that might be the chance gone. It's going to come down to Woot making a play, and with the knowledge of where Boo remains, I feel like the chances are slim. 5 bullets. Doesn't even have enough to kill off every single player. But there is another gun down on the deck.
Oh my god.
I think the expectations have to be minimal. And for the Heretics, you have to look at every missed chance. Every opportunity that slips away from them. They're looking at a potential repeat matchup versus FPX, which if you've ever seen a Heretics FPX game, it comes down to the absolute wire. It will be the closest games you're ever going to see. And the other team, if Sentinels are to make it through, well, they're the ones that beat them, or one of the teams that beat them in the first Masters. So I don't think Heretics are going to want to face either of those teams particularly. For Gen G, well, a rematch versus Sentinels probably isn't going to be the most fun thing in the world, but they have proven that at least the first time out, they were very clean.
But you know what I always say, Tom?
Go on.
I'm nervous now. I'm nervous now. It's always harder to beat a team the second time round, and, well, for Gen G, maybe they're finding that out here.
Oh, you didn't
Or
say
maybe
that
not.
last time.
No, it was a little different last time. I've modified it now, slightly. But yeah, for Gen G, this position, 8-6, last round, big one from Meteor. The fact that he goes late through hookah where the trap play was, but those players had already been pulled to sight by the hyper-aggression down B long. He catches a kill on sight. They get the information that Miniboo had come up behind, that he had come out of the teleporter and was now in hookah. And so he adjusts and grabs that kill too. Got rid of 2 big dangers from the round. This time there's a bunch of dangers with everybody on Heretics having rifles and a very passive play from that defensive side. Gate crash, I presume, is going to be used here for the rotation. There it is, already put out to the B site. And A will be stacked up with 3, just as Gen G look to push it.
But this is the thing, when you have that
Oh my god, this
Gecko
is going
Sky
insane
combo,
right
you
now.
can use your flashes for info. This is what we talked about though. Texture being set up, Boo dodges the flash, gets the opener for himself, removing the danger man, or at least one of them.
Minibo!
And actually, Lackey has now gone down as well. This is starting to look pretty problematic. This bonus round had a lot invested into it. Maybe even leaving Munchkin with
30 seconds
less desirable economy for the next round if they don't manage to find a little bit more here. Wanting to at least get a bit of damage done. He's fighting tooth and nail. One of his last bullets before the reload. Karen has actually found another. This comes back into a competitive position as he'll keep it in a 2 versus 2.
Such smart play. He
What's
knew he was
going
being
on,
baited
bro?
by the player further back and just kept falling back, retreating and taking the fight. Guerrilla warfare, and it's worked out. Gen G with another on Meteor, and now Rians has to do it all. This round was looking so heavily favored, and instead, they are massively on the back foot with the defuse underway, though. Here comes the swing, and necessary
he
one,
made
stopping the
it.
defuse.
He made it,
Still
bro.
plenty of
Damn,
time
this
left to
was
bring it across the
unbelievable.
line. massive clutch, Red Bull clutch, in fact, for Rienz.
He has been lights out in this game so far, but that seemed like an impossibility. Like, helped out massively by the wingman. There was 0% chance I think he wins that otherwise,
No
because
way.
they are split across from each other. It should be the perfect crossfire, but I think it's almost the fact that Meteor ends up swinging first, both having deeper angles, and because of that, there's no immediate response for the trade. The main thing, though, is Rien's read. The fact that he works out where both of those players are, that's what wins the round. And while Heretics, I thought they were about to lose a 3v5, if not for a hero.
Yeah, I think he might have seen Karen, and he knew Meteor got the kill, heard him running away, so at that point, pop up the flash, no one gets hit. All right, time to put the wingman down. Perfect thinking process, and the perfect agent in that position, anyone else, and I agree with you, that one is done. Texture, out looking for an opening duel, just pixels away from swinging straight into the angle with Miniboo, and that is a definitive fight if we end up seeing it. Miniboo now getting aggressive. Tucked up in the corner, Woot goes to spot out. They thought that, hey, it was a little bit more clear, but little did they know, danger was lurking around every corner. The gate crash used to get out of there, so no punish onto Miniboo. But Gen G still have their sights set on that side of the map.
They're going to have to reclear everything, though. Tiger being used just to remove any doubt. Benji's aggression is punished, but there again,
one for one,
it's an
one
immediate
for
trade.
one is okay.
Thrash is available.
One for one is
if
okay.
Rienz wants to use it, but finding a safe spot is going to be more important, and it might even be worth just holding onto it for the retake. Information will be found, and with the orbital strike, they could look to try and lock off some of these spots. Instead, he's going to be caught in it, but he goes swinging instead. Texture deals with him, and the second as well. No trade to be had. The nade will deny any repeat, and an afterplant guaranteed.
Does a lot of damage too. Woot's down to 70 at this point. What a phenomenal read by Texture. He knows exactly where that second player is going to swing in from and corrects to it before he even gets to the angle. Absolutely unbelievable gameplay. And for Heretics, now they're okay, being punished for absolutely everything. I think Woot missed one bullet. Straight to the head he goes. What an adjustment for Meteor. And double digits denied for now. 9-7 for Gen G, with Miniboo saving this weapon on the other side of the map. I was going to say attempting to, but it looks like he's got away scot-free.
That's the bigger problem, though. It's just that economically, the last round has basically made this as hard of a reset as you're ever going to get. Yep. You survive with one player standing in a clutch, everybody else goes down, and now you've lost with 4 players on the other side. This is going to be a huge boost for Gen G, because realistically, the investment from Heretics should be fairly minimal. If you're going to gamble this, I think that that's a risk way too far. And even going for like sheriffs and stuff is going to put the economy on a much lower position.
Early adjustment is just so clean. Takes the first immediately. Yeah, you're going to swing from there, aren't you? And lands the shot seconds later. 9-7. Low buy for Team Heretics. A pistol to start out this half may have sent Heretics straight to playoffs. It would have been a very much an uphill battle for Gen G, and instead, they're close to being on equal footing with this squad. Texture's nade, it's going to cause some problems. Woot will be tagged a little bit, I believe, in that corner. Lackey has been dropped in the meantime, though. That's the one rifle that Team Heretics have. Now spotted, shown to be towards this position. They deal with him. They might not even need to. They can just go for the plant.
Counter utility almost baiting them into a fight. They're going to go swinging. Woot's found that kill as well. Another
What?
3v5 attempt.
Oh my
Lost
god.
the early blood, flash out, another one. In fact, they're looking to try and fight this. Benji's now found another.
Oh my
this
god.
is all falling
This is
apart
so
for Gen G. In
crazy,
fact,
bro.
they're not getting anything.
This is so
It's all
crazy,
to
bro.
Munchkin.
What?
It'll be the master
This
card
is so
thrifty. I don't know how
master
they've taken
thrifty
that out.
ever.
That's sick. They barely had
Damn.
anything.
No, they didn't. And Miniboo finds Dream, but it's the fact that you
Damn,
have
this is so
Woot
crazy,
finding the
though.
kill up close,
Oh
landing
my
that
god.
sheriff shot, a rifle right in front of him,
Oh my
behind a
god,
box.
bro.
It's a free upgrade, and now everyone can go swinging because you've got 2 rifles to work around. It's this one. That shot, free rifle, free ability to swing this one as a team, and Miniboo hits his shots every single time.
I like as well, again, what this composition allows is for so many flashes for information, flashes to slow them down, and then you can double pop flash almost everything because you have so much to play with. You can even then combine that with stuns or grav wells. There's just so much utility that disrupts everything that's Gen G's doing. Now their own economy is on the brink. Wu is about to get aggressive, looking for a fight. He's going to find one. The trade will be there, though, but there's a second player for Heretics as well.
It's okay.
And that Spike sat alone now outside of A. Meteor finds a bit of ground, but only the one to be landed before Rienz is able to trade back. He's been locking down control of B long. There's next to nothing that anybody can do to seize back a position there. And oh, just a split second away from seeing that player. Texture knows there's someone close by. And a TP from Mini
Oh my God, bro.
Cerebral play.
Damn,
He
this
snuck
is
the
so
gate, crashed
insane.
past him, and the balls to go for that. Unbelievable.
Dude, in a 3v2, that's mental. Like, you could have easily just thrown the round away, but again, it seems like when this Heretics roster gets more and more confident, they go for these scarier plays. It almost feels like they got
30 seconds
beaten
left.
by Lunacy and then decided, you know what, I want a piece of that. I want to throw that back in Gen G's face. Meteor, well, I think he knows that's not real. It's not selling anything, and while at this stage of the round, 15 seconds, he's just looking to save. That's all the goal is. Just try and keep the gun
10
through, but
seconds
there's a
left.
million and one angles that he has to check just for his own safety. And on the side of Heretics, they are more than happy just to convert this round and keep their economy nice and strong.
Oh my
They're going to hit
God,
themselves
they are
towards
so
11,
insane,
and I
bro.
wonder
Oh
if Gen
my
G need to
God,
try
I'm
and
so
take a
happy,
pause,
bro.
maybe
I'm so
recalibrate.
happy, man.
This, well, it's going to be one of the last opportunities, Tom, so a good time for it. 11 on the board for Heretics. Early aggression working out. They try to trade it back. Meteor does a good job at least finding the one, but this man here is just unhinged. And keep in mind, I don't think he had any iota where that player was. He's just mad. But sometimes you thrive in the madness, and Heretics most certainly are. One of the other things, Tom, is when these rounds end, I'm looking down at the stage, I'm looking at the player cams we're getting, and there's a lot of heads in hands for the side of Gen G. They are starting to feel these losses round by round, the chances to go straight to playoffs, to take that higher seed, just slipping through their fingers. It was 13-11 on a map that they previously demolished Heretics on, and now 11-7. If they lose this one, it may well, depends how much they invest, to be honest. Is even that question to ask. But losing this one, 5 in a row needed, it's almost over before it begins.
But that's the thing. We talked about this group, talked about it being a tough route, and in the first match, Gen G made things look incredibly easy. We were almost sat there going, okay, this is just a different beast. No one in this group is going to be able to handle them, and it's who's going to be fighting for second. That was a 13-8, 13-7 when they faced versus Sentinels, and just unmatched performance out of Texture and Karen. Right now, Texture's having a rough one. He's gone missing for the majority of this game, at least this map in particular. But he's got his showstopper. And as said, when on the attack, sure, he has to go diving in. We've already seen it a few rounds ago, the double entry he was able to get. It seems like they're going to go for that again. And look at where the majority of the defense are. It almost seems like they're playing a retake.
Well, I'm not sure they'll have much of a choice. Traps cover in the back. No need to look backwards. Instead, they focus right in front. Texture already in, but he's been let past by Boo. Only finds the one as a result. Luckily, they were still clearing those angles. The deep showstopper not landing.
Oh my God.
The Viper's Pit is covering off all of his control.
Oh my God,
There
no
will be a
worries.
small gap
No
where the
worries.
spike is planted.
No worries. No worries.
Seekers online. A kill for Benji. Would also get a counter pit. It seems like they're going to try and force them into awkward battles. Texture has done so much. Wu is tagged for just 3 HP. The players out of Hookah are desperately trying to just fish out where that Viper is going to be hiding from. And the flashes have done well. Benji gets one. Texture now dropped as well. This is starting to fall apart a little bit, but they still haven't dealt with the pit. Still looking for where that last man standing. Karen holding his ground as he'll come out with a third. But that spike is already being defused. They have to get towards it. And guess what? Another 4K will be there for Gen G. An 8th round on the board.
They really love their 4Ks, don't they? What a round from Karen. And I'm so happy to see him have this kind of performance because we hailed him for the impact of some of his rounds. Even over on Abyss, I felt like he got so many 2Ks that didn't light up the sky or anything, but they were essential. And you can see if he got one less, round's not going his way. This time, though, here on Bind, he's really hit his stride. Now sitting 23-11, the kill leader by a long shot.
Yeah, I think most people look at this as, well, unless someone, I guess like Wu, has an MVP level performance and takes the trophy, that the Rookie of the Year is already decided, and it's hard to argue with. Karan has been fantastic throughout the entirety of the year, a trophy under his belt, and Gen.G, one of the favorites, or the favorite, to lift that Champions Trophy alongside it. Make this the most successful year of any team in VCT history, and one that's almost impossible to beat if they were to do it. But as being proved here, there is plenty of resistance. Heretics still have a purchase. Ultimates definitely leaning the way of Gen.G here. Karan, with that multi-frag, has got himself one away from an orbital strike. It's whether or not he'll find a kill and get to use it.
Obscuring vision.
Well, again, that stack up on the A site has gone amiss. Team Heretics gambling the wrong way. Gen.G will have a relatively easy time if they can deal with Boo. The only man standing in their way, stopping that plant on this side. He's seen 4 players already. He's naded up. There's no way out. He has to fight forward, and Meteor meets him halfway. Comes crashing into the site and finds a plant at the last second for Gen.G. 11-8, looking to put 9 on the board with the man advantage under their belt.
Yeah, they put him in an impossible position. That execution really couldn't have done anything more. And actually, it seems like Heretics are just going to sacrifice this one. Don't really want to try and fight back into a full stack up on the retake. And so they're just going to opt to hold on to their weapons. It's a bold call, I'd say that. Like, to just basically give another round over, send the economy sky high for Gen.G, but you kind of understand it. Like, that execution, I honestly couldn't have been any better. Have the pot flash initially, nade to the back of sight. You had a Molotov that he'd have to run into, and then just forcing him into a fight versus the team. There was nothing Boo could do, and once that ground is completely given up, and they gambled on an A-site stack, you almost have to save, even if in a 4v5 it's tough to do.
Yeah, look, I think there's no doubt that they made the right call there. But now the call for the timeout comes in. Heretics haven't used one so far, but 11-9 up. The gap has closed massively, and the gamble stacks on the A side didn't work out. You can't help but think that maybe what they're missing here is having someone like Miniboo, even if they want to play light on B, having that Yoru start there, get a little aggressive for the information, because if anybody swings out, you're going to notice that there's 4 players, sometimes 5 players on B long, creeping their way up. And it's just that gap in information that's usually covered by something like a Cypher camera. But obviously in this case, that's not quite an option.
I think for me, it would maybe make a little bit more sense to have one of the initiators there.
Yeah.
Because right now, what it's coming down to is, okay, there's 35, 40 seconds. We've not seen anything from Gen.G, so I'm going to put up a smoke. And it's like, okay, well, they can play through that. They can go above or through that utility. Whereas if you're throwing out that Dizzy every once in a while, it's going to give you the information eventually. And I think that's what they're lacking for a composition that, as you said, has a Yoru that can go aggressive and find info, has 2 initiators that have flashes that give you info. To have 2 rounds in a row where a team is able to hit into a site that you are unaware of until they are in your face, that shouldn't be happening. And I think that's why we've seen a pause for the side of Heretics to go, okay, that gamble hasn't paid off. It wasn't worth the risk. We're playing without information and gambling on them giving us something.
And it's even on the A side, the way they're approaching it, it is a trap play. It's why I sort of say about the Yoru, because the initiators are meant to be on the A side, popping their flashes out, flooding them with blinds, and then the swing comes through. But that means you're not having those super deep flashes clearing out space. Now, well, off rip, there's 1 player outside of A. They know that for sure.
They've stacked
the gamble stack again on B is not going to work out because short has been taken for free. Gen.G have got backside A control, they've got site control, they've got everything. And Meteor, I somehow expect him to get a kill or 2 there, and he got both. Of course he did, even blinded
It's
up.
a save. It's already a save. I can't imagine that the players on the other side are going to be going for this. It's going to be so difficult to find a way back in. I guess they've got some extra credits to play with. That's why they're going to try and run into what is Texture. And while he wanted to try and get all 3, instead He gets the one, but does a lot of damage. The remaining players have no choice but to try and leave this position. But again, it's meteoric heroics that end up closing out this round. There was, again, you look at what was being done by Heretics, I don't mind it. They needed to clear that backline. They needed to find that guy. The flash was perfect, just like the shots from Boo. And of course, with the saves that we've seen from the side of Heretics, there's so much economy for the attack. They want to try and get rid of the guns as well. Munchkin has done well. Is Boo really going to survive on 2 HP? It looks like he will.
What a round. What a round from Meteor. I was going to say, I somehow expect him to get a kill or two. Fully blinded.
Wow.
Double spray to the head. That's absolutely ridiculous.
I think they both checked left as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they were both clearing the wrong way. You probably even just assume, you know, he's jumped out of the smoke once he got blinded. He's running away. Let's go hunt him down. But nope. Nope. It's Meteor to take the kill. Now competing with Karen for that kill lead. Orbital strike online for the attacking side. 1 round in it. And what a difference 1 round could make. Heretics, they've been struggling to put anything on the board, and here there's a lot of weaknesses.
Oh yeah, it seems like Heretics are trying to break records of how many rounds they're going to play this tournament. If they go on a run, I think they might. Miniboo waiting, but it's only going to be the one. And they know that, or they should know that Woot is around this angle. The Tiger just being used at the inopportune moment. Lackey is waiting. The flash. He's not going to find anything. And that's the thing. Again, the ultimates seem to just lean slightly in favor of Genji if they can get themselves into the post plant. I like this duo, though. Like having Rians alongside Benji, they've been so good at getting info, finding the delays. Have they just dodged that off their own orb? That's what it looked like, but it doesn't matter. Benji gets the kill anyway.
God, let's go, bro. Oh my god.
And we've seen the B side.
This is what I'm waiting
under
for.
pressure with just one man
This is what
holding
we
it.
are
They were
waiting for,
overwhelmed. This
guys.
time, no. There's a lot of gaps in the side of Gen G, and even more so now with Munchkin down. No way through, you'd imagine. Meteor manages to find himself one. The site taken over by Benji, stood underneath, 3 kills already to his name, and there's backup on the way.
Oh my god, let's go, let's go,
fourth.
we make it.
Game,
we made
a series
it.
of
We made
4Ks.
it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
With
We made
12
it, bro.
to 10
we
on
made
the
it.
board
Oh my
at
god,
long last.
Oh my god, we made
Team
it.
Heretics
we
have
actually
map
made it, bro.
and series
oh my
point,
god.
playoffs point.
Well, that's the main thing. It's a little bit of a break, but more so, it gives you a good opportunity to dodge some pretty fearsome teams. Think about those #1 seeds, the potential of someone like Leviathan. You're not going to want to face off against. I guess in some of the other groups, maybe the one where like, things coming up a little bit later on, I think DRX or Fnatic. It's a pick your poison sort of moment, but
let's go, man.
there's definitely real opportunities to dodge some heavy hitters, but more so not have to play in that decider match.
Which, for a team that all year we've been talking about burnout being a big factor, for Heretics, it's so important to get that win on the board. Now look at this. We've seen the judge in this position before do damage, and Riens, well, he's not slowing down on those stats. A double kill. Players dropped, and indeed, Thrash kept for later on.
Meteor's taking a risk, has to get this kill, otherwise it
god.
might just be GG.
Oh my god, let's
a 2
go,
versus
guys.
5
We
needed
made it.
to
we
stop
made
Heretics.
It. We made it.
And it's Riens who's in position. He wants a little bit of revenge. Gets one blind, and Munchkin is not long for this world. 18 HP, that's not the gun he's looking for. But even still, this looks like a bridge too far, an impossibility. And for Heretics, a team that struggled towards the end of EMEA, played versus FPX and were almost defeated, maybe even should have been. They're coming up against the inarguable best team in the world right now.
30 seconds left.
And unless in 30 seconds 4 kills are going to Munchkin, they've taken them down.
It looks to be just a formality at this point. An impressive comeback in the series, in the map, and Benji Fishy to close it. 13-10. 2-1. Everyone expected Gen G to be the ones taking this across the line, but somehow Los Niños have gotten it done. Playoffs bound.
Oh my god, this is so crazy though. That was actually an insane and the crazy. Oh my god, let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll be back. I'm going for a pee. I'll be back. Oh my god, we are back. We are back. Bro is looking smiley face. Damn. Let's go.
4K on B, and after that I was like, yeah, there's no chance we lose this. There's no chance. So you know, they played super well. I'm really proud of us for keeping our composure. I think that's what made us win the game.
먼저 이제 헤레틱스가 분명히 큰 리드를 잡았는데 젠지가 서서히 이제 흐름을 되찾아가는 게
This language is actually speaking so hard, right? Though, like coordinating each other, like blah, 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 blah. That was actually so pretty hard. Damn. At Twitch. 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 Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro.
자세히 물어보도록 할게요. You guys changed your comp on bind. I mean, why? 그때까지 좀 이 조합으로 최고의 포텐셜을 낼 수 있었던 것 같고 또 이제 젠지가 아무래도 헤레틱스의 예전 조합 썼던 조합을 다시 한번 가져와서 조금 더 좋은 모습을 보여주기 위해서 이런 조합을 기용했다고 얘기를 하는데요.
Why do you think Genji
그래서
lost?
1시드로 플레이오프에 진출하게 됐는데 사실 사람들이 이 그룹을 죽음의 조라고 부르고
They had pretty poor
있습니다.
starts on
이제
both
모든
halves,
경기가
it felt like.
플레이오프로 진출하게
They got
됐는데
ecoed too. I mean, that
스스로도
eco was
그리고
devastating.
선수들도 죽음의 조라고
On that map,
느꼈는지도
last map.
궁금하네요. Now people call this group the group of death. Did it really feel like
I
group of
said
death?
Fnatic wins against Eurex.
Yeah. I
2-1.
mean, both games, the FPX one and this one, like some of the hardest games I've ever played. I mean, FPX, the first one, went map 3 overtime. This one, like we lost at 13-11, whatever. Then last map as well, super close. I think we
Would
have
you
to
say
like
it's
put
an
our all
upset?
into it to really
Yes.
win. And yeah, I mean, it felt very, very hard.
Not as crazy of an upset as other games, but still an upset. Genji is the favorite going into this tournament.
역대로 힘들었던 경기가 아닐까 싶다고 얘기를 하고 FPX 같은 경우에도 오버타임까지 가서 끝냈는데 젠지를 상대로도 오늘 굉장히 팽팽한 경기 13대 11 경기를
Oh my god, so here's the thing that I just wanna say. If you really wanna watch a streamer, just watch some, bro. Just watch this person. Like his stream, like a 18 hours, 24 hours, like a 20 hours, 10 plus hours. Like whenever I just watch his stream, he was just like crazy though. He's actually crazy, like actually crazy, bro. There is no doubt. But he's actually a good gamer. Like, bro, there's no doubt that like I don't have any freaking wow like words, bro. I actually don't have any words. Damn, he's so crazy streamer. I want to be like him, like a streaming, but my electricity, cause of my electricity, I didn't have any chance. I won't trust it out. Okay, we have like maybe 20 minutes to practice up, so maybe I think we need to warm up. Let's go. Let's go. Is he playing? He played and he lost. Damn.
対戦を確認。デスマッチ。
Bro, what? I was AFK for a second.
ごめん、自分の分しか持ってきてないや。
はい。
ついといて。
Oh my god. Crazy. god. Oh my god! What?
毒はおしまい。バイバイ。
あらら。
I don't want to give my kills to someone else. Oh my god, bro! You guys are upgrading? Oh my god, I don't want to be a...
敵を排除。じゃあね。バイ。やったよ。
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, I was sandwiched for a second.
ヘッドショット。
Oh my god, the pain has been distracted me for.
「スタバレ」3人目。
Oh my god, son! Come on, bro! A sandwich!
What?
残り10キル。
やり
my god, they're actually so good.
残り5キル
Oh my god, I just slam it.
敵を排除。
残り1キル
目を潰した。
Oh my god. Hey, 1 kill! A 1 kill, bro! Damn!
本気出せばよかったかな。
That was actually so perfect because of my phone condition. Like I was able, I cannot be like I don't have any words to say. Like I'm just fucked up, bro. Yeah, I need to accept that. I just fucked up. Why am I excusing? Like this is serious, bro. Because of my phone, I just get fucked up, bro. Or else I was just a MVP. Damn. We're going to play one more. We want a 40 kills, a completely, yeah, I want it. I want a complete 40 kills right now. Damn.
対戦を確認
Wait, what happened? Yeah.
デスマッチ
Right now it looks so crazy. Right though? Let's
Fight!
go.
悪夢の幕開けだ。3人目。
Oh my god, they are hiding for some mirror? Oh my god. Oh my god, I hate this cat. god, he backstabbed. Oh, this prediction. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
残り10キル。
諦めろ。静かに。受け入れる。
残り5キル。
排除。さらばだ。
残り1キル。
Oh my god. Actually got that
私は
one.
まだやれる。
Actually close. Actually close call. Actually close call. Damn, son. Damn. This is so close call, bro. No doubt, no doubt, yeah, no doubt. Okay, they are welcome. Do we see any reaction for Boosty? Like a booster, yeah, booster. Hey, what? What? Who was injured? Okay, Durga is playing a duelist as a Euro.
How valuable that double controller comp can.
Damn. Oh my god, this is actually crazy though. That was actually a crazy role. Oh my god. Okay, let's go.
Day. We've got both Korean teams playing. I might as well
We
wear
got
some
this, bro.
traditional Korean
Fnatic got
garb. For
this.
those who do not know,
Fnatic
this is
got
a
this.
joguri, and this
Mark
is
my
a
word.
part of
Fnatic
what
got
would
this.
more commonly be known as a hanbok.
I just didn't get the memo. I look really out of place right now.
I think I'm the one who looks a little bit more out of place.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, let's see which team will find their place here on Abyss as we have Fnatic kicking things off on this attacking side.
Yeah, this should be really interesting. I mean, a lot to kind of read into the way DRX likes to play this. Buzz once again on top of that box at B, the same as we saw in the pistol round against Crew. And this time around, though, they've got Foxy9 to try to cover this angle. A jiggle peek and Buzz gets the first kill.
Buzz able to find that first. Blood Chronicle going to be taken down. He's looking for the second, but we'll just go ahead and tailwind away. Unable to nail the shots there. Durka still at full HP. Suppress here for the moment, and does actually get a tag there. Buzz going to be down to 70.
Right, but because of this Yoru, you can take a lot of extra space. Bane challenging, got Durka down to 45.
Both are able to find one. Bane now going to be eliminated straight out here. The Sova's gone, but Plant still not coming in. The Spike still needing to cross the gaps. Coming through now from Boaster. Passed over. He'll tuck back. This Plant handed over here towards Durka. Paranoia crashing across, able to get the connection there onto the Yoru, but they cannot try to capitalize. No, Buzz does. Managing to find him. Second kill here for the Jet. For now, the man advantage in the hands of DRX.
Nanoswarm just landed. Delaying a little bit.
Delays a bit. Can't start the hold to half here as Buzz eating a little bit more damage. It's Fnatic just going to be trying to buy as much time as they possibly can. Still going to be dumped. The hold coming through. Foxy9 body blocking. There's the grab. Well, pulling Mako off. They still have not gotten this one. Up to half. The poke and prod. Hero going to be good to take down the enemy. Omen flashback just trying to stay tucked away as Buzz tries to keep them in this one. But Hero with a 4K will go ahead and scoop up the pistol round win.
Yeah, and you're already seeing some of the ideas that the desk was talking about with this composition, that it's going to be very post-plant heavy on this attacker's side. They have lineups for the nanos. They have that grab well in the back pocket. Boaster able to get out before he takes too much damage there early. Going to be so crucial in these post-plants. You have so much ability with the smokes, with the grab wells, with the Nova pulses to make DRX's life a nightmare. And the whole time I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, DRX has got to try to push past this pillar towards spawn to start clearing players out of Fnatic, because it's going to be near impossible to get this defuse with the setup that Fnatic can bring.
And really heavy purchases here from Fnatic. Still going to have two pistols, but Sheriff and Ghost, plenty of firepower still there alongside these three Vandals. As DRX have gambled on A, and that is not where they are. That is not where Fnatic are at.
Lost that gamble, but you know what? That's A-okay. And here for the side of Fnatic, you know, Boaster and Hero can do a lot of the heavy lifting in this round. Since they've just got the pistols, those you can afford to throw over, so you can have a full rifle buy into the bonus. Plant going to come down. Very similar scenes, and now let's see what exactly DRX wants to do. Most likely trying to find ways to die without giving orbs over to Fnatic.
Especially once they realize what kind of firepower is there. Maybe one person get taken down here. And then look to try to tuck back as Hero, looking to scale up into mid. Says, well, I just have a Ghost, so if I can go backstab and get even closer to this Viper's pit, then that's going to be all right with me. He's being watched here for the moment, and now they will note him. Quick little swing out. They're going to look for the challenge. The swoop forward, and Buzz able to find that one. Grabs the Ghost here. Chance maybe to do a bit more damage, but he himself still tagged down to 40 as the Spike will get ready to detonate. So it's just going to be a full 5-man sacrifice here on the side of DRX, and Fnatic move up 2-0.
Yeah. So pretty standard eco round there. Everything going about as you'd expect. Now for Fnatic. should be able to buy up for a couple players. Plenty of cash saved over there.
Quite a bit.
Ooh, and an op.
And
yeah. Early op.
Currently here in the hands of Boaster. Curious to see how long he keeps on to that. But Buzz is going to go for a glass cannon.
And this is really crucial to DRX's defender side on this map, is getting Buzz that op early and being able to lock down a lot of different parts of the map. Whether it be B, whether it be mid, he's really, really been good in those moments. He's done a great job of holding angles, knowing when he has to back off, taking fights when he can, catching his opponents a bit off guard. But now that Fnatic's had a bit more time to take a look at some of the tape from DRX, how are they going to be ready? Last time around, they let this angle go unchecked from Buzz. No util to clear it. Let's see if there's going to be a different, yep, they're going to use the drone and a flash. Very nicely done.
Yeah, right into the face. Doesn't have that updraft available either, so can't just try to reposition up into Heaven. Jiggable peek there from Bane, going to be punished. Is supposed to find the shot, boxing on at the same time, able to find Hero. And Buzz on the peek out will take down Boaster, but now Durka answering back, keeping some parity here between the numbers. CP's forward. Plant now coming in. Critically allowing that kill to come through means that trap wire not going to find value. Couple shots in, Buzz going to be good for a second. It's now just Chronicle and Alfier, who's since picked up that operator to try to hold things down.
Oh, nice.
Fragment in, and Alpha able to find one, and already this is dicey here for the side of DRX. Mako does manage to find Chronicle, but now they know that the op is in play. The flick shot not going to connect, but somehow Alpha is able to tuck back. Gets himself out to safety. Buzz just holding the hard angle. The peek in, Buzz up over the top, making sure he can't get legged. We'll find a third kill. And that won't be DRX getting on the board, but they do lose out on 3 players.
Yeah, still though, critically, you're finding some really good moments here for DRX to step up and take players down. Buzz getting Boaster after that first op shot reveals his position is a really nice pickup, because you eliminate a whole bunch of really difficult parts of this composition that Fnatic is bringing. You're taking the Astra down, you're taking that op down, making them have to switch it over to another player. A little bit of frustration already from the Fnatic coaching staff. This is the first time they're debuting this map ever, and seeing what they have cooked up.
Yeah, I mean, I think minor frustrations are okay, because A, first time you're debuting the map, as you said, but you also are so close to being able to get that bonus conversion, which would give you such a fantastic snowball effect. That being said, though, Durka does have the ult ready to go. Going to be suppressed here for the time being, so they know what side of the map he's on, so if the dimensional drift comes into play.
One thing I also really like about this comp for Fnatic versus the way DRX likes to play this map is that it gives you a lot of ability to control space in mid with the Astra and the Viper, potentially. You can really make DRX's ability to sort of get those free picks through mid that they have been really good at nailing. You can see Buzz right now. He's currently watching it with the op. Alpha's over there as well. Flashback going to be using that Cypher cam to keep his eyes onto B, but you have that extra layer of control there for Fnatic to gain a little bit of extra mid space. Something that has given teams that have played DRX on this map a lot of discomfort. And I'm really curious now. Flashback was absolutely nuts on this map against Crew. Is he going to be able to dial up another crazy performance? Buzz getting aggro.
Stomping across the site here, going to be met with that flash, and that's going to be the tailwind burn. But now Durka does find himself in this site. Spike plant coming through. Ultimately burning that potential ult charge, but now the mask will come on. Buzz trying to play elusively, drops down, just continuing to watch this wider angle. As it's a big wraparound over towards Heaven here. Up in the tower, rather. Here for Durka, head going to be spotted out. Seeing the pop flash to turn from it, the decoy going to be sent. Not cleared, but Mako dead. Can make things a little bit more complicated, but Bane's able to find 2. Lineup's now starting to come in as Buzz is able to hold that defuse down to half, but he eats quite a bit of damage now, down to 58. Pop flash from Foxy9, swing onto the corner. Albier going to be good for it. Buzz right back in onto the spike. Can they get there in time? There's the setup on the star. The gravel coming through. He cannot scope in. The turret is set up, and Buzz is going to have to back away.
Oh, can't quite hit that shot. Does get one parting gift in Alfier, and will die to the spike, but you can see that so much of this round, and so much of these rounds for Fnatic on this attacker side are going to be about having Boaster alive. If he can be alive, he makes it nearly impossible. Him and Alpha together can delay. This is that old post-plant meta that we saw back in the day all over again. And you still have very similar tools to work with. You even have the snake bite as well from Hero. So DRX needs to, I think, start being a little bit more aware that the way they played retakes against Crew, where they could just kind of flood retake, sort of use their abilities with the KO and other things to clear space, the Omen Paranoia, aren't going to be as effective here. You're going to have to find ways to get into Fnatic's back line to disrupt them.
We'll leave Durka at the moment watching in case Buzz was going to be going for a smoggy play.
Better safe than sorry.
Yep. Covering all the angles, but as we can see, Buzz posted up here in mid, reinforced by Mako. It's a little bit further behind, but widely, these knives, that's the big punch, the only real punch that DRX have aside from a singular Sheriff in the hands of Flashback. And losing that operator due to the spike in the previous round, certainly hurting DRX's odds here.
No doubt about it. Buzz now starting to push through. You do have the turret to check. Buzz can hear it. They're going to use a dart to clear a little bit of space. Fnatic now starting to make their way towards B. Just Foxy9 there currently.
Oh, there's the watch, but Buzz still going to be good for 2 before getting taken down. A very solid value found. He's continuing to do some damage, at least stop the snowball of the economy here as push up into the smoke. Foxy9 unplugged by it, pushes out, gets a smattering of damage across on the Durka. Cannot find that kill. Boaster now watching a quick peek of the shoulder there from Bane, who has to back away.
I love the way they're
Mako
using this Yoru.
slinking in from behind, recovers that weapons, able to find one. Gives them a fighting chance as Dirk going to be taken down. Flashback with a headshot, putting that Sheriff to good use. Now Alpha all on his lonesome. You can find the 2 kills. That'll be locked down for the next round as Bane caught unawares. Set up here. Double Nanos on top, but the headshot comes through. Nanos don't mean a damn. Flashback will get them over the finish line. His second kill of the round, second round win for DRX. As they go ahead and pick up a Thrifty.
Yeah, and this is the patience that you need to see from DRX to get into the backlines, to start disrupting Fnatic. You can't let them get into comfortable post plants. You have to be coming at them from multiple angles. You have to be taking out a couple of those deep, near global utilities that you have available in this comp. So, very good job here for DRX. And are they going to be able to take the lessons they learned from this eco and build upon that into the future rounds? But overall, I really like the way Fnatic's especially really trying to feed Durka, right?
Yep.
They're getting him a ton of orbs. He's always the one planting. They've got the lineup for the TP right to the back site. That's another thing DRX might want to consider checking.
I mean, but going into this one, Durka does have that Phantom in hand. He's one away from having that next dimensional drift online. If there was ever a setup to be able to try to get yourself a back-to-back Thrifty win, this would be it for Fnatic, because they have that lockdown. They're one away from that dimensional drift as well as the Viper's Pit. Buzz, though, going to look to try to deny them the opportunity, but first op shot going to be going wide. He gets tagged down to 88. Recon up over the top, the spot of the leg. Able to find Hero. Buzz on the repeat, taking down Chronicle. But he's just stuck here in the smoke, and Durka, it's easy enough for him to collect. As soon as that suppression is gone, he can just go ahead, slap the mask on face. Pushing forward, though, Foxy and Bane, 2-man firing squad. Able to find one apiece here before Bane gets taken down. The flash is gorgeous in the back of the site, and that is going to be the swing through to go ahead and bring us to parity, tied up 3-3.
Yeah, nice job here by DRX. Cutting off Fnatic at the point of attack. Never really letting anything snowball out of control there. Dealing with Durka's ult very nicely, but now you've got the lockdown and the Viper's Pit to consider. You do have the Hunter's Fury to counter the lockdown, though. And Buzz there, all the util in the world dumped at him. Great flash here from Foxy9, has help from above from Mako. Good double swing. And the fans, the hometown fans, liking what they see so far for DRX. Now let's see.
They need something to cheer for after the opening series.
I mean, it was still very close. There was still a lot to cheer for, just didn't end probably the way they wanted.
Well, now, lockdown still available. That pit at the ready. But Null Command, Neural Theft, Hunter's Fury, plenty of util available here to the side of DRX to try to gain the lead for themselves.
Yeah, and they've got all the kind of tic-tac-toe counters to what Fnatic wants to do.
Yeah.
You have the Hunter's Fury, you have the Neural Theft in case they Viper's Pit. You know, who knows with the Null Command, that can be used in a lot of great situations. You get a good read on where the attack's going to be. Oh, Mako.
The timing from Mako. Catching Hero unawares. The assault here on the A side still going to be coming through. Cam able to get the ping out, though, onto one. Boaster just trying to hightail it out. As flashback now, Neural Theft going to be in play as he pushes up into the Cyber Cage. The reveal getting ready to come in. Spam across. Not too much going to be found there onto Alpha here, but he's able to dodge out. That shock dart. And now Fnatic are in such a rough position. Turret still available to him, I do believe. So that would note this position, but Buzz doesn't push far enough forward. Now he says, guys, I've got the spike.
This is just what this mid control that DRX likes to establish on this map does to you. It makes it so difficult to go anywhere. You have to fight tooth and nail to get into these sites sometimes. This is going to be one of those rounds, and certainly looking like it's going to be a save at this point for Fnatic.
Yep, I'll just have to stay set back.
And all it takes is those little plays, like Mako did here. A lot of times it's been players like Bane and Buzz doing a great job controlling mid, sometimes Foxy9 as well. Mako now using that Omen ability to get in there and take a player down very nicely. So things looking pretty rock solid for DRX, and yeah, Fnatic's gonna take a timeout. Yeah. Now you're starting to get a pretty good read here at DRX. I love the middle aggression in particular. That's something that has to be addressed by Fnatic in this timeout.
Let's see what the call looks like, but I think overall a decent time here for the side of Fnatic. The streak, the run back here from the side of the DRX, something that you want to break immediately. As we'll see what the purchase ends up looking like here for them. It's probably going to be a couple half armors, or mostly half armors across the board. Maybe a Guardian or a Bulldog having to be there, because not everybody is going to be able to get that full-fired rifle. We'll see what they decide to do and whether or not any of these ultimates that they do have available to them are going to come into play.
Yeah, now you've got the Cosmic Divide as well. So that's something that gives you an extra layer to set up maybe just a clean execute towards B again. Just get that plant down, get into those deep post plants rather comfortably. You know, use that to make it so DRX obviously has no idea what's going on the other side of the wall. And if they're not going to push through it or anything like that, you can do what this comp is meant to do, and that's delay, delay, stall, stall, stall. Again, just need to be a little bit more aware of mid. Maybe that's something that I think they look to have Hero do in the previous round. Maybe give him a little bit more instruction on how he can handle it. But it's tricky to fight this DRX comp through mid. They've got cracked aimers. You know, Buzz has been solid with the op. Bane has hit some nasty shots in Pacific on this map. So things you have to watch out for is how good they are at holding those angles and how disciplined they are at using counter utility. A lot of times they'll send out the recon dart early to kind of establish control. And this time around, a knife to try to check. Fnatic does end up backpedaling, but once again, Buzz this time pushed up.
Yeah, different angle.
Further forward, yep.
But the drone still will clear.
Should be cleared by...
Fast enough clear, yep, okay. Foxy has to go for the re-peek to be able to get it. Gate crash now, working its way forward. The first shot not going to connect. It's just trying to see if he can suss it out. Knife to go ahead and clear out that TP. He's not falling for the bait here on the fake out. Couple shots flying through. Durka crouched, able to avoid that damage. But for now, the null command widely just keeping them locked in position, but Fnatic looking to play this patiently.
That's great there. Buzz able to take out that TP from Durka. That's been a real pain point for DRX early on in this map. Here comes that Cosmic Divide right across the B site.
Paranoia going to be sent down here, going to be forced back. Foxy9 going to be taken down low, tries to survive here, and looks like for the time being will. Buzz gets set up on the angle, final tag, getting a connection there. Zelfier knocked down to 45, and for now, things going to be stagnant as somehow Foxy coming away with that kill. Gets that a limb. Alfia able to trade one back as Mako will fall, but Durka and Alpha, they're widely just stuck in place. All four remaining members of DRX, they are here, and Buzz is not missing his shots right now.
Durka seemingly just going to have to go for a save once again. Not enough time at this point to get to the other side of the map.
10 seconds left.
The idea behind that Cosmic Divide is to cut off all the angles from the link, from heaven, for DRX to be able to cover it. The problem is Foxy9 and Buzz are already ahead of it. You know, Buzz is holding that angle now. They've decided to kind of change up some of the protocols, some of the ideas that Buzz has with that op to make sure he's going to cover jump, to make sure that it's going to be a lot more difficult for Fnatic to get over there carefully, to make sure that TP is cleared. So some really nice adjustments of their own during that timeout from DRX.
Now, the lead a bit more firm here in their grasp, 5-3. And timeout not working a treat, but still, the arsenal might be weaker here for the side of Fnatic, but they still do have those ultimates to try to work off. All it takes is one crucial opening, one pick, and a round can absolutely spiral out of control.
No, they are alert from something maybe, bro, but this is
Slow
actually
start.
going so crazy.
Some smoke sent down mid from both squads. Fnatic has that Viper Orb on the top ledge.
Oh my god, Buzz is looking crazy,
difficult.
rich P.
Potentially for DRX.
Look at
seeing a
at
ping towards the vent.
7,100
Just having to maybe
points.
be cognizant of it. I think that camera, that flashback should cover that angle. Now Bane even sliding on back, but no contact found. And the weak buy, Fnatic trying to find a way to get back into a sight, to get that spike down, and to get back into the comfort of this comp.
Slow going. 3 players hovering in this position. 0 point going to be going out, and that catches onto 4, denying the drone as well. Smoke from Mako to come through, and this is going to force a reroute here from the side of Fnatic. Mid still being watched by Bane, but he loses out the fight. Alpha able to find an opening there. But Mako answering back in kind, finds one, suspects the forward player, and is able to take down Boaster. Swings back around. Hero widely just stuck in behind the poison orb. Smoke on the main, but the re-hit here onto the B site about to come through, but Foxy and Buzz, they have lingered. They're still here to try to fight back. Swing onto the corner, and Buzz is so damn ready for it. And Chronicle now, just the time is not going to be there. The spike is going to be stranded, and Hero is still just trapped, pinned over in mid. No opportunity for the backstab. That lead grows now by 3. DRX continuing to look excellent.
Fnatic starting to punch back a little bit, starting to try to fight for that mid control. They do get the opening pick, but Mako, steady as always, steps up to the plate, takes down 2. That's clean there on Alpha. A little less clean on Boaster, but that's okay. Gets the job done. Buzz, it's been such a huge boon for this DRX squad that he has stepped up with the op.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's always been good, but this year it is starting to be great.
Not sure what happened, but maybe Buzz just spending an immense amount of time in aim labs.
God, this is so crazy though.
Hanging out with Jimmy Lin, learning how to op. But it's been incredible from him.
We didn't even get any single yet.
Man knows when he can
Mark
find
it up.
That he does.
We still have
Once
a
again,
defending
slow going here from the
chance.
side of Fnatic, and it just seems like that confidence to just go for a fast-paced hit has not been there because DRX has been pushing it back against them so very well. But now, speed about to get ramped up a bit. Lockdown going to come into play. It's like widely waiting to see what the response looks like here on the opposite side. They know there's no Hunter's Fury to try to clear this out. Ultimately, DRX just going to have to give that space up.
And this is going to be tough for DRX now.
Oh, the ping reveal and flashback, able to strike, finds a kill, Bane covering fire, takes down Hero.
Oh my God.
Lingering his way into back sight. The cleanup is swift, but Alpha punching back a bit. Finds one, tap onto the plant, Chronicle hunting for that elimination, but Bane shuts down those hopes and dreams, and Alpha once again is going to be the last man standing, and he's completely and utterly surrounded. Bane with a big round. 3 kills for him. DRX now 7-3.
I was very wrong. It was not tough for DRX at all. They completely stymied this hit. I mean, flashback there finds that ping.
It was at Cam.
Yep. That Cam, huge for him. And I thought DRX was going to have to play post plant there because looking at the map, they were pretty well off from that position, but flashback just finds that moment to strike. I mean, I think that's something that DRX has really started to do well, is just keep them from getting that plant down. As basic as that sounds, that is a huge win condition for DRX on this defender side. And they have really started to snowball 7 or 6 in a row? 6 in a row.
Shocked to try to clear out some of this util, but widely everything being missed here so far. Just watching that drone. Dart at the ready, sent, push forward. There's the ping reveal. Catching on the 2, flashback does get taken down though. Turka able to find one, Bane dropping out of that B tower. Finds one before falling. Now, for the first time in a long time, the man advantage is there. Pop flash going to be sent, looking for the interrupt. Foxy eventually able to stabilize that aim to take down Chronicle, but Alpha is able to trade him back out. And now it's Buzz all on his lonesome. The mask goes on the Dimensional Drift on the hunt, trying to spot out Buzz's position. Eventually, we'll just TP back over into A main here. Buzz not wanting to look like a fool. Dashes forward. Op still in hand. A shot ringing out. Hearing Alpha in above him. Knows now that it's clear. But where are the others? Seeking target. Swinging forward, making a bit of noise here. Has to be suspicious still about tower, maybe even the wraparound from behind. Pushes up left side and cannot find the shot. Durka with 45 HP will survive. It's going to be another MasterCard Thrifty here for Fnatic to get a 4th round win. Now we go into the last round of the half.
And finally, some stability for Fnatic. They're able to fight nicely on the way into the B site. Alfier just stepping through some deep utility with that nano. Flush flashback out. Able to cover Heaven as well. Really nicely done. Good adjustments. Finally, another round win for Fnatic as they try to follow through. See if they can make this 7-5. DRX, once again with that op, over towards the B side.
Double stack op. It's Foxy picking up one as well.
Foxy's going too, you're right.
Yeah, so double op set up for that B site.
Oh, goodness.
Likely does have a backup rifle just in case things get a little bit hairy, but ultimately the defenders here on this A side just want to try to drive those players over to that B hit. Make them fall for it, make them fall into that trap. From there, it does come down to them connecting their shots.
Yeah, exactly. But so far, Fnatic is really doing a good job of not kind of falling for any of DRX's trickery until now.
Mako is on such a deep push forward.
That timing is so
Hunter's
good.
Fury opened up. Chronicle on the hunt, finding Foxy9, looking for a little bit more. Won't be able to get it. But Mako very much implanted here in this forward spot, but he's got to be on a swivel as there's Hero swinging around, and this time he gets the better of him. The timing on his side.
Oh my god.
Two-man advantage here for the side of
bro.
Fnatic is once again they're going to start working their way in towards A, and Flashback has to be the one to try to hold the line. Couple shots coming through, just looking for that grab combo into the Nano Swarm. Unable to find it. Tap on the plant, not for the hold. Forward position though, and Bane is not ready for that, but Flashback answering. Finds two. Buzz trying to scope in, cannot find it, and would have to be an ace clutch now for Flashback to get them this 8-4 score line. The push forward, Hero with the shorty will put him down. Fnatic managed to get themselves up to 5 as we swap sides.
Yeah, really good discipline for Fnatic towards the end of this, especially with these mid re-clears. Reading Mako's lurk.
Why the hell are they giving a music right now? Yeah, we are getting a notified copyright claim. Red Bull gives you pain. Ooh, ooh. I actually sing opera better, like. Damn, right now I'm not good, but. What the hell am I fucking doing? And see. Go! Oh my god! Go Fnatic! Let's go! The score is 5-7 going into attack. Can Fnatic win DRX map? Pick up the Abyss. Hashtag VALORANT champion. A boss, bro, Jad, Niso, Abyss. Like, bro, Jogo. Is it some kind of like a Joe? Let's secure our playoff spots. Fnatic. Yo, let's go Fnatic. We fuck you, bro. No, we fuck, like, no. I messed up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's go.
A little bit more defender-sided for a lot of
Let's
teams.
go.
So we'll see if DRX
Let's go. We are back.
find some magic to take their map pick here on Abyss, or if Fnatic is going to be sturdy on their defense.
So this music gonna make crazy me right now. Damn, son. I really didn't even know how many times do I get right now.
A lot of smokes. A lot of ways that you can get trapped in corners, at choke points, trying to get through towards the site. So I think, again, mid control going to be relatively important for DRX throughout. And they are already somewhat considering the same. Gonna take a peek. There is a turret out there, it gets cleared.
Bane just able to get rid of that Recon here, not allowing for the ping to go through. Widely no information given over here, just a bit of noise being made in mid. As Fnatic realizing, okay, we've given up a lot of space. This flank could be coming through. Start to rotate around. And they would be right as the push gets ready to come in.
It's just, are they going to have enough forces to stop this?
Oh my god. Well, snappy headshot from Boaster and Chronicle with a two-piece. Finds Foxy and Flashback. Bane now going to be taken down as this looks to be a flawless, unless Mako has something to say about it. A couple players worked low, plenty of footsteps being made. Finds the headshot. Oh, falls for the fake out.
30 seconds
Not going to get punished yet as he jumps across over onto the rope. Drops down, rides back up. The swing now coming through. Nearly ends up falling down after losing some of that momentum, but it's snappy with a follow-up. Pulls back away, concussed you for the moment. Mako putting up a solid effort, but ultimately is still in such a rough position. Can even make it in time. He's going to go ahead, go for the sprint. Rushing through. Chronicle there to intercept. Cannot stop him on the drop down, but can certainly swing in. He's going to try to go for the knife. No. Push up into the smoke and will be able to deny the plant. Crucially, that money not there for DRX.
Yeah, this is really nice here for Fnatic. Just a good read and even better shooting to stop DRX in their tracks. You know, again, DRX is overcommitting a few extra players, but the shots are just too good from Boaster and Chronicle. Chronicle watching over Boaster's shoulder and just nails a couple nasty shots. Chronicle just able to get there in time as well. And Foxy9 always positive in terms of his spirits, no matter what's going on in the score lines.
Even with an injury.
I know. He's just unflappable in terms of his just happy.
Cheeriness.
Yeah, his cheeriness, his energy. Such a nice kid. And now DRX. Mononico, all classics. Nobody buying up to anything. Just couldn't even get that plant down. Guardian, Bulldog, Vandal for Durka. Similar to what we saw from Fnatic in their previous anti-eco, except a few buy downs compared to the last one. DRX doesn't like what they see. Just gonna immediately hightail it over, leaving Flashback behind. As that lurking player. Let's see if they can break through Boaster on the A side.
Boaster alone here for now. Grab the orb. Fast track towards this Hunter's Fury here from Bane. 3 charges thus far. Flash on the corner at the ready as Chronicle now gets himself situated up in tower. And looks like we're going to be playing a little bit of back and forth there. Pendulum swinging. Don't like what they see on the A side. And let's go back over to B. Flashback. He's pushed in decently deep.
I think he got
Could
spotted.
catch somebody off guard, maybe.
I'm pretty sure he got spotted there on the cross.
They're at least wary about it. If nothing else, Fnatic have been very good about identifying what space they've given up, but Flashback nearly finding 2 with a classic in hand. Snake might now going to be going through. Bud's going to be taken down. Durka able to find that. 3 players left standing. As DRX just look to try to see if they can do any real damage here. Flash going to be sent out, swing onto the corner. Durka eventually able to find his mark, but Bane does put down a hero. Any more deaths from here, and that would be costly for the side of Fnatic, but so far they will be able to hold on to their weapons, the ones that matter. And as the defuse comes in, they will tie us up at 7-7.
Still very, very clean with those classics. Or DRX. Flashback, he's been nuts with them.
Yeah.
He's absolutely cracked with that gun. And that's unusual to say, but he hit, what, 3 headshots in a row or something like that there? It was absolutely disgusting. But already DRX with a timeout. Pretty interesting. Already Termi seeing something he doesn't like or something that they need to be aware of in terms of how they handle them.
Punch out Valorant. I don't have the whole thing memorized. they say.
Good.
But it
Oh my god.
rifle. Timeout call from DRX. See what the game plan looks like. For now, is your point going to be sent out? Nothing noted there. 3 players set up, though, on this A site.
Already that deep cam middle from Flashback gives them a ton of info to work with across this map. Gives them a little bit more comfort to try to lurk. Maybe set up for a crunch through the vents. Try to come in through the other direction. There is that turret there from Alpha towards B-Link. Shock Dart there, trying to clear, not connecting, trying to clear that KJ util. That might have been part of what Termi was talking about. Sending some info over to Bane, identifying where he was noticing some of that utility may have been placed that they could try to clear early to give them a little bit more flexibility.
Flashback, though, quite far forwards, ready to break this door. Chronicle taking a peek at it here for a brief little moment. Decides to tuck back. I'm worried about that really deep push coming through. Paranoia going to be sending across. Chronicle able to dodge that. A little bit of spam. Certainly alerting and letting them know that he is in this position. Boaster, in the meantime, stuck here in this nebula. Decides to swing out, puts a little bit of damage down, but ultimately will end up falling. This Buzz fishing here at backside, spamming into that smoke here. Just trying to see what he can get. So far, though, it's just going to be a spike plant coming through from DRX. 5 members here in the post plant.
Something really simple there from Mako. Paranoia into a smoke to set up the hit here for DRX to clear out the tower.
I have no tower control, though. Retaking from this position is going to prove to be a bit difficult, especially as Buzz does that. Turns back, Foxy does still fall. Hero able to find that elimination. Double setup, though, in towers. Bane could end up dying. He does. Alpha, a quick peek in, but then shut down. Flashback coming over the kill. The double push off the weapon scoop up there from Hero. It looks like the call to just save these 2 rifles has been made. DRX are going to be regaining the lead.
Oh, this is just a really well thought out round from start to finish for DRX. Unchallenged in mid, allows Flashback to push up into the vent, clear in there, and as soon as they're ready to make their hit, there's a Paranoia smoke that covers Flashback to move into the Tower of A, take control of that space, set them up for that first kill, and then they're able to lock down. Yeah, there's a few trades from Fnatic. They try to fight back, but the layers there for DRX, too much for Fnatic to get through in the long run.
Ultimately, though, able to carry 2 weapons over.
Sure.
They killed 2, and that's the bonus. They lose the lead, but there's still an opportunity for Fnatic to fight back and bring us back to a tied-up scoreline. 2 Bulldogs going to be in play, but I've seen plenty of teams put those to good use.
Oh, you just caught 2 there. You caught Durka and Chronicle off that knife from Foxy9. So now you're going to maybe want to try to test this defensive setup with the Viper and the KJ, but Durka, of course, is a Yoru. He can very quickly get around the map if needed. So DRX taking their time on this. Dart cleared. Trying to see if they can find that pick, find that extra layer to get in towards the site, but Fnatic not giving them any opportunities. Now it's going to be just a spread of the map again.
Yeah, calls being made. I mean, Poster in a far forward position here at main. Kind of needs to win out this fight. And as always gets caught. And, okay, he's able to back away. Gets himself out to safety, and then Mako seemingly going to make the call. Like, okay, actually, let's go B instead.
Chronicle's already used all of his info gathering utility, so now Boaster needs to use his body to go do that to make sure.
Shock Dart not going to find the bounce there on the Bane. Chronicle just trying to use that last bit that he had until that recon comes back up to try to get a punish there.
Oh, Bane
onto
here.
the droning Sova, but there's the entry coming through. Buzz up over the top. Absolutely dead to rights. Alpier was grinding him into a paste.
But critically, Bane was able to keep enough players distracted over on the A side, give them a little bit of extra room to get through, but man advantage for Fnatic on this retake. Are they going to be able to clear past DRX's defense?
Still have a fragment, a Shock Dart here to try to set up for the post plant, but you don't have that, you know, that Viper, that vulnerability to try to set up for the kills as easily. Smoke coming through, and oh, Mako hitting the headshot, swings up into the smoke, fires off a couple shots, spots out Durka, finds him as well, swings back in, Hero able to dodge out those bullets. But now, 3 members standing, Hero, 1 more pulse will take him down. Flashback Bane just trying to buy some time, and Flashback will be able to do just that. Spots out the last player, knows that he's low, cannot win the fight. But Fnatic cannot get the defuse. Chronicle will be left alive with 10 HP, and DRX will move up by 2.
This rookie has been brilliant this year. That is such good awareness, such good shooting. Mako, what else can you say? That is ridiculously good reactions. Mako's Mako, though. He's a known quantity. He has been incredible for years. But Flashback, this new player for DRX, has been instrumental on Abyss time and time again for DRX.
I mean, I believe it was Sideshow that said it, that if anybody was going to overtake Karan as Rookie of the Year, you would have to win Champions. Flashback, that's exactly what he wants to do.
Oh, he's certainly looking good so far. He's definitely a contender, no doubt about it.
I mean, on the opposite side of the stage, we should also mention Hero, who in just a very short period of time has also proven himself to be
phenomenal, absolutely
incredible, and very, very much qualified to step into Leo's shoes here. As for now, gummed up on the approach. Well, shots to the box as they try to assess where they want to go for the plan here. Nebula's going to be coming through. It looks like they want to try to use this against Fnatic to be able to safely get that spike planted. They do so. Buzz with the Outlaw still playing forward. Takes a couple shots, goes for the swing, and Alfie able to put him down. Once again, man advantage going to be there. And Outlaw can be scooped up for them as Foxy having to tuck back, nearly getting picked off. Ping gets the reveal. The grab well to try to pull him forward. And Poster on the hunt. Shock Dart will find him, however, as it's going to be a trade out. As Bane also gets Durka. The fuse out, going to be held, covering fire. Alfier shuts it down. The fuse held to half. The dueling Hunter's Fury's coming through, and Bane loses out on the fight. Now Flashback on his lonesome. Gets a blind shot, but cannot do anything more. Spike will be defused. Hero will be shut down on that push up. The Fnatic with 2 players surviving will once again get within touching distance of DRX.
And you're seeing the fearsomeness of this Fnatic comp when they have time, when they have comfort to set up all this util. First of all, I love Alpha's early Nano Swarm there to buy himself some time when he gets paranoid on top of the box, to give his team a little bit more ability to make some quick rotations. But then you have so much ability to make Foxy 9 so miserable behind the jump. The snake bite into the grab well, into a shock dart. I mean, just absolutely annoying to deal with, and they convert. They get the kill off the util.
Oh, Durka. There's the jiggle peek. Now they know the operative is going to be there, and this orb take is not going to be punished. So now he's got that dimensional drift online and immediately TP's away. Buzz going to be noted. They know that there's 2 players here, and he just wants to try to disguise maybe that Vandal as much as possible. But as he draws it out, they'll see it in the silhouette.
And once again, DRX starting to line up. Flashback has taken a lot of space, but weak on the weaponry this time. Can watch his back, can wait for the rest of the team, but they're pinging it out. Fnatic knows they've given this space up, and knows that it is decently likely that Flashback has taken advantage of it.
Yeah, ping's coming down, though, also from the side of DRX. Wary that there could be somebody just on the opposite side of this very flimsy door.
This is going to be tough. Buzz with that Hero Vandal.
He's looking for the entry, the dash forward. First off shot going to be going wide. Chronicle able to find it. There's the ping reveal, and Durka ends up getting flushed out, but Poster finding one, but Buzz finding a second. Mako at the same time gets rid of Chronicle. Op is going to be scooped up. Buzz says thank you very much. Lockdown available for Alpha here. Does he send it, though, in a 2v3, knowing that weapons are recovered? Looks like the answer is going to be yes. Opts to go for it. The fragment isn't in play. You know, there's nothing to really clear this one out unless Buzz gets on a deep enough line. But now Buzz is out into the open. He's got nowhere to go but down into the depths. Snake bite on the one side. The smoke. A bit of a question mark there. As Alpha going for the defuse. Mako waiting patiently. Here's the retap. Knows that it's up to half. Swings back in and cannot make it happen. Narrow margins. But Fnatic will tie us up.
I mean, Buzz is also really, really good on his entries as usual. Knocking a couple down, but an even better retake here from Fnatic. Able to use that lockdown to great success. Buzz there working that angle against Durka so nicely. Ready for the follow-up. Huge shots from Mako. Not sure what happened with that smoke. Just a little bit too quick on the trigger with it, maybe. Panicked a little bit.
Either way, I mean, that felt like that was a must-win round for the side of Fnatic, given the commitment with that lockdown. So are able to find that win. They've got 3 ultimates to try to counteract the 4 that are available on the side of DRX. And Op is back in hand here for Durka.
Well, now you have a ton of ults for DRX. Have that null command. You have the neural theft. You can find an opening. Might be able to take advantage of it. Now Durka with that op. Going to try to challenge that catwalk that has been given up to Flashback a couple times already. Been a bit of a pain point, so need to find a different way to adjust to it. I like this change up from Fnatic. Making sure that that extra angle is going to be that much more difficult for DRX to create. And they're just making sure that this space is clear. I mean, we've already seen a couple times where Fnatic players have pressure towards this orb, whether it be Durka, whether it be Boaster.
Oh, TP up. You're in the tower.
Well, that's a different way to get in there.
Mako. His Paranoia is going to go across, won't connect on anybody, but he gets a smoke out, but Flashback taken down. Alpha here finding that punish here in mid. Knew that he was going to be going for it no matter what. The patience pays off. Fnatic once again, man advantage. Quick drift across from Bane, spotting out Chronicle's positions. The null command now going to be coming through from Foxy9. Shock dart a little bit too deep. Damage not going to be found. Hero looking to pressure around the back. Another smoke going to be sent. Mako turning his sights back in. Catches a glimpse, but cannot catch the shot. He gets eliminated as this dimensional drift leads the charge. Bane now in such a poor position. Completely and utterly surrounded. Doesn't know which way to look. And that is going to be a flawless as Fnatic will gain the lead.
Phenomenal retake here from the side of Fnatic. Able to give up that space to DRX willingly. I like the idea there from Mako to TP into vents. Try to create that extra angle, but Fnatic just says, that's fine, we'll give it up. We have the dimensional drift. We can use that. Plus they cut down Flashback as well. So that extra layer of lurking not available at all. And he just leads the charge and Alpha's just watching, just saying, one here, okay, bang, next, go. I've got it. Really nicely dialed up there from Fnatic.
This is going to be DRX back over onto an eco. Still not going to be seeing that second timeout call. Termi wanting to hold that perhaps for the next buy round. Neural Theft Blades online. Both are just playing forward, more than happy to eat that null command as he puts, or that 0 point I should say, as Mako gets put down to 49 health. Buzz needing to be crispy here on the entry. Up and over the top, the ping reveal coming through, but just tags up Boaster a bit. Looking for that limb, but now runs out of blades. Just a classic in hand. The side is DRX's, but can they hold it is the question.
What a util combo to try to set Buzz up. It almost works.
Quick peek out. Durka going to be rerouted here. Buzz continuing the jiggle peek, but there's a double wraparound coming through in mid at the moment that he's going to have to try to greet at the door. The push forward. Shot rings out. The blind connecting, and Durka finds his man. Bane going to be taking down Foxy9. Snappy with that first headshot, the second as well. But here comes the drop down. Here comes the flood. Mako trying to hold the line. The quick TP. The trap getting the stun. Shots ringing through as they poke and prod. Out of the wall, the time is dwindling, and my God, DRX pull off a MasterCard thrifty of their own when they need it the most.
What a game! What shooting from Mako and Foxy9. I thought this had Fnatic written all over it. You don't get that Blade Storm to connect from Buzz. And it just looks like maybe your win condition got taken out from underneath you. Bane flashed up the heck from Durka's utility, dead to rights. And then Foxy9 finds two huge ones. Mako comes in with three. DRX ties it up.
And this was like when you get a birthday card and it looks really nice, and then you open it and there's just an expletive in there. That's what that round felt like if you were cheering for Fnatic, because it seemed like they had it on lock.
It was like my birthday when my mom put a case of my own CDs in a Nintendo 64 box to bait me into thinking it was a Nintendo 64. I'm not even kidding. That really happened. Thanks, Mom.
That's great.
It was, in retrospect, pretty darn funny. My friends helped sell it, too.
It's one of
They
those
were
things
all
that
in
just,
on
it really hurts when you're a child.
Yeah, when I was young, I was pretty upset about it, but now it's kind of funny.
I mean, but no, you know, who gets an N64 at the age of 45?
What the F? Come on, man.
Well, anyway, crucial round. Let's focus up here. 10-10 on the scoreline.
Dang, man.
This B site completely stacked with defensive utility. I think I've broken him. Hunter's Fury, though, Neural Theft still available here for DRX. Pit online, sent. Hero able to get that one through. Recon not going to be pinging out a damn thing as he's just sat here at back site. Alfier on the jump up, and Foxy, snappy still. Finds that headshot. Jordy in hand, Buzz able to find one, the push forward Hero. Able to tank down the enemy KO, but the site now broken open. Chronicle, dead. As Boaster now will have to just go ahead and try to save this weapon.
Man, oh man. I mean, that looked like it was going to be difficult. Hero got that pit down just before the 0 point arrives. Whip pulls out the shorty, but then DRX just floods into it. No hesitation to make sure he's cleared out. Flashback on that lurk, able to cut down Chronicle as he's coming in towards the site. Really nice stuff from DRX. And they are going to take a lead in what has been a tremendous start once again to another great series between these two teams.
I mean, that's the thing. The DRX gaining the lead. It does feel like they really need this win here on Abyss.
Oh, yes.
Given that Lotus is coming up next.
Oh, God, yes.
But because that Lotus is coming up next, if DRX do it on Abyss, then I am so ready for a potential 3-map.